Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Generic Anime Podcast. And in today's episode, we want to give you all a happy new year because by the time you guys are watching these episodes, it's 2025. So, fuck, I don't have anything. Sorry.
Right.
I thought I was building up to something, but there was nothing. My bad.
It's New Year, New Me.
Exactly.
New
me.
Yay! That means consumer might upload 2 videos this year.
Ooh.
I was thinking editing before this as well. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My camera.
Fortunately, it's it's way harder to do an intro when you don't have any, like when you're not planning to do one.
Yeah.
But
Also, when
the
there's no
other
topic.
intros that I did, I had them like in the back of my mind for ages. So I was like, yeah, that's gonna be so fucking funny.
Like Deku impression or something.
Oh
Yeah, I
god.
could have done that.
Diabolical
Oh my God.
intro.
But yeah, it's the new year is not quite over for us because
Yes.
we may be recording these ahead of time.
We just,
Hopefully-
we just have a foresight like that. We know what's
Yeah,
actually going to
Yeah,
happen in the
we can see the future.
So
Exactly.
yeah, my prediction.
Apparently by now we are having women are having sex with robots. That at least
Yep.
that's what Twitter likes to say.
Yep.
So
Well, isn't that
Finally,
what
some
like
good fucking
sex
news.
toys are? Isn't that just what a vibrator is, like a robot? Isn't that essentially what that
oh,
is?
man,
Is it a
he's
robot
onto
if it's not
something.
se-
He's onto something.
Is it a robot if it's not sentient?
Yeah, true.
Does it need to have
What about
AI?
the
Does it
car
count as a
things?
robot?
Honestly, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if there was an AI powered vibrator out in the market.
There probably is by now. If you-
Detroit
Yeah.
become human.
Modulates based on-
AI powered flashlight.
Oh,
There is. I recently ran into one on my Twitter feed. There was
For real?
I think it was Tenga who made one that's like robotic and it like moves up and down on its own.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Tenga, they would be the first one. to
It
do
might have been a Shibuya Kaho post as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I saw one on Twitter like a couple of weeks ago. Must have been
Sounds
not
like
even that long,
2025 of pure horniness in the
that.
gym.
Yeah.
Exactly.
and nothing else is new.
guys, I have a formal announcement to make.
Oh no!
I'm giving up Megumin. It's now Rooster Battle.
I will say, Sonic the Hedgehog waifu
Oh my
is
God.
very furry.
Furry girl.
Yeah, the furry girl.
I know.
Wait, hold on, sweetie.
I don't
Does that makes you a furry now?
Yes.
Or how does it
Yes, yes.
work? Guide me through that.
He
Guide
has
me
a
through that.
persona on his chest right now.
Yeah.
My first Sona, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Hey, if there are any furries watching this podcast right now, let us know in the comment, please.
Okay.
Yeah, we need
So
an
let's
expert's
talk
opinion
about
on this.
One of my favorite lines from like the Sonic series. It sounds horrible out of context, but it's really funny. It's just when you finish one of the levels, I think in Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow just turns to the screen and just says, "Disgusting black creatures."
Ah, boy.
What the fuck?
Where's the sound effect now? That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no.
Also,
I'm sorry, I was just too stunned to even react.
I do know that Sonic has a character called Cream the bunny, which
Yeah.
is not helping Speedy's furry
Wait.
problem
Oh,
here.
the
Let me
funny
switch
thing
it.
is, there's something
There
even
is
more
one of them
funnier.
that's kind of-
Shadow the Hedgehog and Cream are like canonically best friends.
I actually, you reminded me of something that I wanted to ask you because I saw this. I don't know if that's a meme or if that's something real. That I saw someone once comment like in a Sonic thing that Shadow never looks Cream in the eyes or something like that. Is that true?
Staring at them titties.
Exactly. Now, I didn't want to say that. But
No, the reason why is because Cream reminds him of Maria.
I
That-
see.
You know
There's
who's
a
actually kind of a baddie though?
do tell.
Cream.
Sticks the Badger, bro.
Who
Sticks
sticks?
the Badger. My God.
I don't know anything about Sonic characters. I need to Google this.
Could you
She's a
guys
conspiracy theorist.
send it on the group chat because I have no idea who that is.
That's not even a fucking badger.
It's just a character from the Sonic Boom series.
Sonic Boom is
that-
one of the best adaptations of Sonic. Like, the
I'll send it in the
Yeah,
chat.
it's
That's-
just
Ultimate,
so
could you
funny.
say that name
I'll-
again?
I'll send it in the chat.
Oh,
That's
the Badger.
Sticks the Badger.
it's in the chat uploading now. That's not even a
Oh,
fucking
okay.
badger.
That's a badie is what that is.
Hold up, guys.
I don't know, consumer. I don't know. I think
Bro.
Dream is better probably. I have
Animate can't say that this is a baddie because Animate's been playing ZZZ.
true.
Have a look
True.
at Rooster Bat and
exactly.
Sonic X. That's all I'm saying. Rooster Bat and Sonic X.
I've
Anyway,
also been playing
who
Waifu.
wants to, who
Jeez.
wants to be in my
Now
Be
that you've
Real?
been...
Who wants to
Sorry?
be in my Be Real? Because I need to post a Be
Sure.
Real.
Bro,
so,
you're too
alright.
old
Oh,
to
no.
use and be
All
real.
right, here we go. No one's gonna watch this anyway.
Oh,
Okay,
I
that's
don't know what
sad.
I'm doing with my hands.
Who's on the back of your phone?
It's a Gamer Subs. It was just one of the stickers that it came with. So I just put
Alright.
it on the back of my phone and just
Nah,
went to it.
Speedy, speaking of gamer subs, do you watch Rubric Raptor?
No.
He had a rather nice gamer subs cup.
Oh, okay.
I'll
I
send
know-
you an
I
image
know-
of it.
I know somebody had a Muscle Mummy one.
Yeah, I think... No, wait.
That
it
sounds
wasn't
horrible out of
Madden.
context.
What's gamer subs?
Kaho has one of herself, I know that.
Yes.
Gamer Subs is like an energy drink brand, but I like.
Gamer subs is energy drinks, like
People.
energy drinks that are marketed for gamers, and it's one of the dumbest things ever because gamers don't need fucking energy drinks.
Yeah. You
Well,
know, sitting
I
your
drink
desk
it because
all
it
day.
tastes nice.
I want added.
Animate, I totally agree, but yeah, that was a really nice design.
Okay, so
No, boy.
I think
Mine was-
the
I
gamer sub
have-
cup that Kaho has, I think Kubo actually drew that for her because Kaho knows Kubo.
Ooh, didn't know that.
That was in. Let me see.
All famous people know each other. It's part of
Yeah.
the job.
True.
I have
It's like how
True.
every AniTuber knows each other. It's just
yeah.
part of the job.
Speaking about AniTube, I was checking the website yesterday. I'm
Oh,
still not there. God damn it.
Start posting, bro. Start
I don't.
posting.
Yeah, exactly. I probably should post more, but
I gotta ask you, what did you guys think of the best of Speedy Boy 0 to 1000 compilation video?
I have not seen it yet.
I have not seen
I've
it either.
seen it. I've cried. It's the best video I've ever watched in my life. Is very emotional. The beginning, very emotional. I'm gonna lie. Actually,
Yeah.
I think it was a pretty good video, man.
I was debating to like, edit the fuck out of my like thank you bit, but I thought, nah.
No, it felt
Also
more
'cause it's
natural.
3
It
a.m.
felt more natural
It was
that
3
way.
a.m. when I was editing that as well, because it took like 2 hours to get it from my phone to iCloud.
Jeez.
Because yeah, I record using my phone.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Mad respect though.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone's in it, so like all 3 of you are in there. Boom,
You need to
boom,
watch it
yeah.
at some point once I
Let's
actually have
go.
time.
I'm
Being a
famous.
bit busy.
Yeah, it's
I,
quite good.
I've been a bit busy. I played Dark and Dark until like 5:30 in the morning last night.
Playing what till
Right.
5:30?
Dark and Darker. It's basically like fantasy Tarkov.
Fantasy Tarkov.
Similar game idea, but it's
interesting hobbies.
it's a similar game idea than as Tarkov, that you go in, you loot stuff, there's other players and there's NPCs you can fight, and then your point is to run away, but it's in a fantasy world instead of guns. It's pretty fun. It's a bit Euro jank, but it's pretty fun. I mean, it's not Euro jank, it's a Korean.
Eurojank.
It's a Korean game, but it
you
feels
said
very
that you've been
Eurojanky.
playing some games as well. What have you been playing this past
Oh,
few
I've
days?
just been playing so much Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, oh yeah, consumers
this is
always
all-
in Baldur's Gate.
I've just been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and fucking GTA 5 and Fortnite.
Yeah, but
Nice.
honestly, Baldur's Gate 3 is a great game. I've
Once,
been
like,
playing.
it
I'm
clicked
gonna show
with
you
me.
guys this.
Bruh.
Yeah, I've been
So
playing a
much
three
I've
man of
been
Baldur's Gate as well.
obsessed with Marvel Rivals this
What
past
is
few
that?
weeks.
Is
Did-
that like
did
a
it- did-
Valorant Marvel game? What is
Yeah,
that?
exactly. It's basically
Didn't-
We were
Overwatch,
talking
but
about
with
gamer
Marvel
subs
characters.
Earlier, I have 3 of these. These are the Russian Badgers flavor: guacamole, Game of Fart 9000.
That literally looks
Ooh.
like vomit, bro.
Yeah. there was a recent problem with Marvel Rivals where high-end PC players actually have better performance and they do more
Yes,
damage.
I saw that.
Like
Basically, apparently, if you have like a very good PC, like the FPS count is gonna be higher, and you can do a little
Yeah.
bit more damage. Like
Yeah.
it isn't like
Wow.
incredible, but it can make a difference. Like when you're
yeah, and
playing
it's a
at really high
competitive game,
ranks.
so
Things like that do happen generally with FPSs. Like you're more
Yeah.
likely to see a target like
Yeah.
quicker actually.
that's
Exactly.
also some games have that with if you have better internet, you can
Yes.
actually see enemies before they can see you, kind of stuff. But it's
Yeah,
Marvel
it
Rivals.
happened to
it's-
me once.
Yeah,
Happened to me
Marvel
once.
Rivals kind of hit the mainstream because it's so popular right now that it kind of became a
Exactly.
big problem.
Is
that
it good though?
It is. I have been hooked since pretty much day one. I'm like a gold 2 right now. Like I'm hoping to get like to the Grandmaster area, hopefully by today or tomorrow. And it's so fucking good, man. So fucking good.
I had a look at some gameplay, and to me, it very much looks like Team Fortress 2, but with like Smite type gameplay. If anyone has ever played Smite,
Yes. Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, MOBAs.
Like I don't think it doesn't bring anything new on the table.
Yeah.
Like it is pretty much like
But it's just
your
well
typical
executed.
FPS game, but it's so well executed, and it
Mm.
has like this kind of rule that everything is so broke that it kind of balances itself out. Like
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people complain about, oh, this character is too OP, this character is too OP, but in the end, every character is OP when you understand how to play it,
Yeah,
you
and
know?
it's.
That's good.
I feel like that's kind of important in a superhero game. You need
Yeah.
to feel powerful if you want to play a
Oh,
superhero.
100%. 100%.
That's if anyone's ever played there's a One Punch Man fighting game, and that does it really, really well. Where the
Mhm.
whole point is that you initially fight. I seem to remember it's just the fights from the anime, and you
Mhm.
fight the enemies as the guys who eventually lose to them, and
Yeah.
then you get to play Saitama and get that one punch hit, and it's such a
That's
cool feeling.
funny.
Yeah,
that
it
that
is
actually was so smart of them to do.
yeah, it's really well executed and it works super well.
But
But again, it's still just a fighting game. It's just the feeling you get when you've been struggling against that one boss for so long, and then suddenly you become Saitama.
You're just like, oh.
Yeah, I've been doing some videos on one sensei stuff or shorts so far, and working on some other videos as well. So I've got
Or
One
are
Punch
you
Man in my
going
head.
to like make a video on one?
No, I'm gonna do, at least for the time being. I made a short on both Mob Psycho and One Punch Man. The One
Okay.
Punch Man's coming out tomorrow when this is recorded,
Mhm.
and I do want to do full reviews on both of them as well. But I've been kind of thinking of just talking about one stuff in general, because I feel like he's the best mangaka at writing OP characters, and I kind of
Yeah,
want to
that's
talk
kind of
about that.
his thing. Yeah, he's really
Yeah,
I mean, and if you really think about it, how like it is really hard to make a story around a character that is so OP. Like, how can
Yeah.
you make it not boring? You know, exactly. Like some people complain a lot about like writing Superman. It is like they say it's hard and whatever, but in the end, like there's this comic book writer that is called Grant Morrison, and he says that like with characters like Superman, it's not that it's hard to write stories about them. It's just that instead of like having him go on a walk with his dog, you have to make sure that he does it like in space, around the
Yeah.
rings of Saturn. You need
Mm.
to work with that character. It's not impossible. You just need to know how to work with that. You know?
yeah. That was a big problem with who was his name? Basically, there was a guy who wrote. Let me Google his name. He was a
Mhm.
Warhammer author, and he kind of I think it was Graham McNeil. No, he wasn't. It was one of the guys who wrote a bunch of the Ultramarines books, and basically he just took it. Yeah, these guys can't do anything.
Yeah.
And it just kind of ruined the whole thing. And he hasn't been writing books, I think, at least 10 years, and it's still ruined the whole concept of anyone reading about Ultramarines in the lore, because of this one guy who just didn't know how to write really powerful characters.
That's what I don't really like about these sort of, even with comics as well, where you have like one franchise or whatever, one property that's done by multiple people, and you can't just like say someone does like a bad thing like that guy. You can't just be like, you can't just pretend it doesn't exist. Like
Yeah.
like it's built
A bit
into it
off
now. You
topic,
know?
but have you guys read anything done by Tom Clancy?
Nope.
Played
Oh no, I
video
have. I have
games,
read
go through
one of.
comics.
I've read one of his books. I'm pretty sure.
Let me check real quick.
Because obviously I like Rainbow Six Siege. I'm thinking about buying the actual Rainbow Six
Oh.
game.
Oh yeah, I've read the. I've read a couple of it. I've read the Hunt for the Red October, obviously, and I read something else as well, but I can't
It's very
remember what that
bizarre.
was.
Holy shit!
Novel
GT
to
actually
video
wrote it.
game adaptation.
Are you playing GTA while we're fucking recording a
Isn't he the
podcast?
guy that made Jack Ryan?
Is that? I think
Might
that's a
be.
different movie.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I've read Executive Order as well.
Let me.
I've read 2 books from him.
The only thing I've consumed from Tom Clancy stuff is just the games. So like
Oh, you're right,
Ghost,
anime,
Ghost
yeah.
Recon and also Rainbow Six Siege. So I'm actually thinking about reading the books because they do seem like actually interesting stories. Mostly
I think that's
Rainbow
a great
Six
way
Siege
to
is
get
great.
into reading. To be honest, just find a property you're already interested in.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
the
Question,
things that I
guys.
read about are like video games anyway. Like I have.
Do you
books
guys
on my
count
books.
audiobooks as reading a book, or
I mean, I'd say so. You can experience the story, but at the same time, it also does feel like you don't pay as much attention to it.
That's what I find. I've ever tried.
It's for
Fuck.
for stuff that's not super story driven. I think audiobooks are great.
Because I tend to pretty much only go with audiobooks because reading books, I feel like I don't pay as much attention as I am when I'm listening to something, you
Yeah.
know. Plus, I can, let's say, I can go do the dishes and listen to something.
Yeah.
I can do. But it
Like
is
that's
pretty nice.
that's how I read audio. That's how I listen to audiobooks as well. It's for me, it's more like if there's something I really want to experience and pay attention to, then I get the actual book.
Yeah.
But if it's like for example with Warhammer, it's a franchise I just want to enjoy in general, and then I usually listen to them in audiobook form.
I see.
Also, it does help that Warhammer has some
Ooh, dude.
amazing readers for some of them. But also, returning back to Consumer's thing about one franchise and multiple authors, I kind of like how Warhammer is doing it now, where they have like anyone can write them. I don't know how the process goes, but basically there are a lot of people who write Warhammer books, but they also have this like core of I think 3 or 4 authors who basically write the main story.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the like off branch because the whole point is that it's a galaxy of 1 million planets, so anything can happen anywhere. It doesn't actually affect the main story.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically they have the main story and then these sort of spin-offy things of like one planet, something happens there, and it doesn't actually affect anything.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of having writers changing and stuff like that. My favorite comic book series, which is Ultimate Spider-Man, like you only had one guy doing the writing for pretty much the whole thing, and that's what I think it's so great about that story because you have
Guys,
someone who
do I
understands those
put
characters.
$10,000 on black or red?
Speedy, stop gambling while we're recording a podcast.
I'm playing GTA 5 as part of the game. Do I go red or black, guys?
You don't have
Right.
to gamble though.
It's funny though.
I bet you just go to the strippers too, because it's part of the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%.
Goodness,
I do that.
Oh boy.
Right, I put 50,000 on black. Let's see what happens.
But yeah, anyway, I do agree on the whole thing that like in the middle of one story, the author changing can be very jarring.
Exactly.
I do have an example though where that was incredible. Jin, one of my favorite mangas did that. So like the writer, it was an artist duo. Then the writer sort of like just left, sort of like first third of the story. So it started off as sort of this like thrillery story, right? Where this guy, he finds out he's this like immortal being, but the government wants to do testing on him. And then once the writer leaves, because the writer is this really big like military fan, it now switches into this highly like tactical like combat like shooter sort of a thing, because that's just what he's interested in. But for me personally, I thought like that made it like so much more interesting. It also just sort of happened like right before like the main confrontation between like the main guy and the villain. So like all of that just became this really like intense like tactical battle.
I
Whereas
remember
before it
something
was
similar happening with a manga called The Climber.
yeah.
I have the one.
Yeah,
Speaking of that, actually, what is people's experiences on Berserk after the?
I haven't touched
I
Have you read? Has anyone read?
yeah,
that?
I have read a few chapters. I'm trying not to see it as like author change, because technically it's not like this new guy is bringing the manga. To
Yeah.
a new
It's
direction.
more like the current like writings of the Tolkien books, because there are some that are like gathered from his notes.
Yeah, exactly. So it's I think that in this particular case, I'm fine with that. I think if it was something else, I wouldn't. But if you guys really think about that, this doesn't happen much in manga. Like
No, it's surprisingly rare.
Yeah,
because
which is weird.
by the time, like, why would you focus your time on continue a story that someone first envisioned, while you could do something that is completely original and that be your thing,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
True.
I mean, Boruto. Boruto is an example where everything went downhill.
Super Dragon Ball Super too.
Okay, I have a theory that there aren't no Boruto fans. Like, hear me out. hear me
I've
out.
never met a real person to be honest.
Exactly. I've never met a real
Boruto
person
fans. Yeah.
that actually liked Boruto. It's always online. You see people like, yeah, Boruto is so fucking cool. But then when you meet a Naruto fan in real life and you ask them, "Oh, what do you think about Boruto?" They're like, "It sucks.
No.
Nobody
Yeah.
likes it."
Yeah.
Or they're all like 12. Maybe that they're all like.
Yeah, it could be
beneath
that
the
they're all
age will
12.
meet all the Boruto fans.
Yeah.
I think it's
It-
the fact that you have that series that you found, and you want to defend it, because it's
Yeah,
the thing
yeah,
that you found, So maybe
Imagine
just
someone
because
who reads Boruto first and it's like, whoa, there's this whole series about Boruto's dad.
No,
Yeah.
Super, for real. That's a real thing. There are people on
happened.
there are people on YouTube who specifically make like short compilation videos of this is what happens in Naruto to the guys who just found Boruto and don't want to go to Naruto.
Oh my
It's like
God.
this happened before Boruto.
oh boy.
Yeah. I've been actually getting to now that I finished Bleach, the original Bleach. I have been getting back into Naruto, and I just finished the arc with the bridge.
The bridge.
One with
The-
Zabuza? Or...
Oh, the
yeah.
bridge. Oh, that's probably the worst arc in Naruto, I would
Yeah,
say.
it's been a bit.
I don't
I
hate it,
do
but-
like Yamato. I like Yamato as a character.
Yeah, he's good.
Funnily, I like Yamato both in One Piece and in Naruto. Very different characters, though.
What I will say is, though, going on from there, I feel like Shippuden really starts to hit its stride.
Yeah,
I wanna
it's
say after that, it's like Sasuke's thing, and then it's like the Pain Saga, which is like
yeah.
yeah.
the best
I
stuff.
do want to like. There's one good thing I've noticed in comparison between Bleach and Naruto. I do still think Bleach is better than Naruto. Sorry, consumer. But Bleach for me had this big problem where a lot of the canon episodes felt like filler.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then I went to Naruto, and there's the episode when Naruto activates the Kyuubi's power. And that entire episode, there's nothing happening other than Naruto activating the power. Absolutely nothing. But it still doesn't
You could
feel
hate
like
Dragon
filler.
Ball Z, bro. Like, bro, Goku will be powering up for like 2 episodes straight.
No, like,
Imagine,
the-
the
my
original
point
Z
is-
cut.
My point is that the episode in Naruto where literally nothing happens other than Naruto starts glowing orange, it doesn't feel like filler. But in Bleach, you can have a full like 3-4 episodes of nothing but pure fighting, and it still feels like filler.
True.
Because
True.
one episode later, like the Arankar arc in Karakura Town is probably the best example, because there's the whole bit of Soifon and oh god, what's the kid with Yorimaru, the kid captain.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
I know
basically-
which one you're talking about.
Yeah, there's the fight against the Tres Espada and Dos Espada, and it's like 10 episodes of pure fighting against them, and then it's just like, yeah, none of this actually mattered.
Alabel?
Yeah. No, Hellbell is
Hannibal is Tres Espada,
yeah.
and then it's the skeleton guy who, I will say,
Oh, who's
fucking-
actually really cool.
Yeah.
the Skeleton King is the only, outside of Ulquiorra, the Skeleton King is the only Espada who actually has a cool design in their transformed form.
Is this guy's
Okay, the
trying to-
funny thing, Cheese, that's the only time when I was watching Bleach that I was like, okay, I don't know how the fuck they're gonna deal with a guy that literally, if it touches you,
Yeah.
you're gonna die.
Yeah.
That was the first time that I was like, I need to see how they're gonna deal with that.
And then it was kind of annoying in the next fight, in the next arc, when Byakuya fights the fucking memory guy.
Yeah.
They reused the same weakness for Byakuya about
True.
the fucking empty space around the user. It's like, why?
Oh boy.
Are you taking a break before you start 1000 Year Blood War?
Yeah, because I actually promised to watch 1000 Year Blood War with B, she has the nostalgia. She watched Bleach as it aired as a teenager, and she has the nostalgia, so she wants to watch the 1000 Year Blood War with me.
Oh, that's cute.
Cheese,
I do
I'm
wanna-
just gonna tell you that first episode of the new series, it's gonna hit so fucking good when you watch it. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be so fucking cool.
Also, now that we're talking about Bleach, unpopular opinion, but one of my favorite female characters in Bleach is Soifon.
Oh, I agreed, 100% agree. She's so good.
I like her design.
Yeah. I also love how fucking random her Bankai is.
True.
It's just
like the finger thing. I remember.
that's her transformed sword.
Shikai.
Her Bankai is fucking intercontinental ballistic missile.
Exactly.
It's so
That's
out of the
funny.
blue and it's so funny.
Jeez, what has been your favorite Bankai so far?
I really like Ikkaku's Bankai. It
Nice,
suits him
nice.
really well, but I also
love
like
that guy.
obviously everybody likes Byakuya's Bankai because it's fucking Byakuya.
Zanbon Sakura.
Yeah,
Oh,
Zenbon
So
Sakura.
cool.
But I feel like my favorite Bankai might be Ikkaku's because it just fits the character so well.
Yeah.
I did really enjoy Soifon's Bankai because it's completely out of the blue as well. It's so out of
Bleach
place.
has so many like side characters that are so cool that
Yeah.
like you could literally make them the main character of the story, and
Yeah.
I think it would
I
still
agree,
make
yeah.
Bleach
Honestly,
a good
like,
story.
From a purely character standpoint, I feel like Bleach is the best in the big three. Like, I love One Piece characters, but Kubo is great at character writing in general.
Yeah.
Like, out of all the main characters, like Naruto, Luffy, and fucking, oh my god, I'm brain fart, Ichigo. There you go. Like, Ichigo by far feels the most like a teenager.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind
He
of
lives in the real world, though.
Yeah, but it's
the other two live in the real world.
like I feel like that connection to like grounding the characters in that way is what Kubo really shines at, and that's why the characters in Bleach are so good.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I think
Like-
that personally, the best character arc that Ichigo has had so far is the one that he had in the Fullbringer arc.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
It just shows how much, you know, the whole thing of protecting his family is his main goal, you know.
Yeah.
Like, people complain a lot about but Ichigo doesn't have a goal.
Yeah.
I think that arc specifically, even though it feels like a filler arc,
Yeah,
it showed like to people that, hey, this is his goal, this is his thing.
yeah.
And
I
if
feel
he
like
can do that,
the problem with people complaining about Ichigo not having a goal, it more comes down to the writing than the fact that Ichigo is a passive protagonist. Because there are a couple of bits in, I don't know if they're in the manga as well, but in the anime there are a few episodes where the characters just go out of their way to explain how it's a legit goal to just want to protect your family. And it feels kind of defensive.
He's explaining it to those guys. It's real, guys. Trust me. This is good. This is good, guys.
I feel like that's the problem that people have with it.
probably.
I don't know. One thing I will say is I feel like all of the big three, at least in my opinion, have like miles better character writing than like 90% of stuff.
Oh yeah,
Those
absolutely.
I mean,
Like,
I think they
if
benefit
they are
a
the
bit
big
from length
three,
because they can
there
spend
is
more
yeah.
time on it. But
yeah, like I might dislike Naruto, but he's still a 10 times better written character than Tanjiro.
Yeah.
Like Tanjiro's whole thing is like, ooh, I am the chosen one with a sword, yay!
the end.
And it's like,
Yeah.
if you, for example, take two of the biggest modern shonen, My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer, you could just swap the main characters around and nobody would notice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very like
I don't know. I don't know about that in My Hero, because
Deku
there's
is
the
a
whole thing
very
with
similar. Deku is a very similar character to Tanjiro. Like their character
okay.
arcs are
You
extremely
mean
similar.
okay. I thought you meant like swapping character with someone else in their story.
No, but
No.
swapping the personalities of Tanjiro and Deku.
Ah, okay.
nobody
I
would
agree.
notice.
I agree.
Nobody
I agree
would
with that.
notice.
I agree.
I
that's
feel like
actually something that I think about. I quite like about each of the characters. They feel quite distinct. I mean,
Yeah,
Naruto
yeah,
and Luffy are
absolutely.
kind of similar, but I think Naruto, when he starts to get really obsessed with Sasuke, that kind of just becomes his whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, his bromance with Sasuke.
And then Ichigo's just very sad all the time.
Yeah,
And Luffy's just very happy all the time.
Luffy's the happy idiot. Like Luffy and Naruto both fall into the sort of idiot loudmouth, but I feel like they do diverge. Like first arcs, I feel like the difference is that Naruto has the very dark backstory when we don't
Yeah.
know Luffy's dark backstory
Yeah.
yet.
It's kind of weird. He doesn't get his until like halfway through the series. Which is...
Yeah, it's when we are in Dressrosa, isn't it? Luffy's flashbacks.
No, post-war.
Is it post-war?
Marine Fort. I don't think
I can't
we have any
remember.
Dressrosa.
But it's way. I feel like I remember it's when he meets Sabo again in Dressrosa. Sorry, spoilers to anyone who hasn't watched One Piece
They don't even
episode
know
that
who
came out like
Sabo
10
is.
years ago.
I already forgot what the name.
It's
that
like
you
who's
said,
Sabo?
Yeah,
Sabo.
Yeah, there's a
Sabo.
that has the whole brother flashback, doesn't it?
Well,
Or
I
is
think
it-
that's from
no,
Sabo's
it's
perspective.
it's after Ace dies. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember now. Yeah, that's why we then get the whole thing of what happened to
Ace,
Sabo and why
that's
it's so hard.
sad. Am I right, guys?
Bro,
Yes.
I was trying to think. I don't think I was spoiled on that when I
No,
first
man.
saw it.
No, I wasn't
It's
either.
crazy.
I knew that the moment that I found out about anime, people were like spoiling that thing to me. So by the
I
time I
don't know
watch
if-
One Piece, I'm gonna be like, oh no,
Yeah.
he
You don't die, boy.
died.
That's
For me,
crazy to me. How can you have that spoiled?
Yeah,
Or, you know what? People get spoiled a lot these days. Aizen's like twist betrayal. I
Oh,
wasn't spoiled on that. When I first saw that, my mind was like,
Same.
what the fuck?
I will say though,
Exactly.
Aizen was initially a really good bad guy, but his fucking Marizuna started to really annoy me towards the end of his arc. Like
What's that mean?
it's like he's the perfect and best at everything, and that kind of got
Yes,
That's
really
just his
dull.
character, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it gets dull.
It's like comparing to Gojo, saying, "Why is he so good at everything?"
That's
I
why
think
that's why I feel like it would have
Dude,
been
I must
better
watch
if
that.
Gin had actually killed. If Gin had actually
Yeah.
killed Aizen, I feel like it would have given it a better ending for the arc.
it would have made more sense, I think, in my opinion as
Yeah,
well.
it would have
Because
been
the
more
fact that
sensible.
Ichigo, oh, you need to unlock the last form of your
Last
sword. to
Getsuga
actually-
Tensho.
But then it's not the last one because we
Yeah.
have another season.
Because there's
so-
still
Yeah.
the whole arc
Yeah.
next one. But
Like,
so, it is.
The option, I feel like the best options would have been that it either ends at that point when Ichigo loses his powers and we never get the full bringer arc, he never gets back, and
Yeah.
that would have just been the end. Or if Gin had killed Aizen and then he would have built the story up from there to the Thousand Year Blood War.
The Thousand Year
Yeah.
Blood War was so good.
It
Yeah,
was-
but
it
I
was.
feel like
But I
it would have been a
feel-
better building up towards the Thousand Year Blood
Yeah.
War if the Soul Reapers had like agreed with their differences and Gin would have joined the fold again.
Yeah.
I think speaking about the 100,000 blood war thing, I think that I know that probably Kubo didn't thought about that arc by the time that he started doing.
He was
But-
in.
It would have been so much better if we had a little bit more hints. Like for an example,
Yeah.
you kind of get to the point where you understand that each. Oh no, wait! I was about to do some spoilers, so I'm gonna shut my mouth. We're gonna
I
talk about that later.
spoiler we're gonna say. I'm gonna spoil that too. Don't worry.
Okay, but there are stuff that happens in the new arc that they are a little bit predictable in a certain way, because if you can make 2 + 2, you are like, oh, okay, that does make sense. But I don't know. I just feel like if Kubo had built up the relationship between Ishida and Ichigo a little bit more, it would have been
Yeah.
a little bit better. Even though it's still, I can't complain much.
I will say though, Ishida is the Tsundere character of Bleach.
Yes, he is 100%. 100%. I
I
hate him
I
for
really
that.
like him.
Yeah, I do like Ishida as well.
Yeah, he's cool. But in this new season, man, you're gonna fucking hate him. You're gonna fucking hate him.
Yeah.
The question actually: does Nelliel ever come back?
Yes.
she does.
Okay.
I feel like I've seen her and stuff,
She does.
but she's
She
kind of
doesn't-
just like a.
I also
Yeah,
recently got
exactly.
spoiled the ending of the. It's probably not the latest episode anymore, but the one where Shushu is gonna finally use his bunkai.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited to get there. It's in
that
core.
Bankai is insane.
It's in core 3, right?
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
So
Shushu is a really good character. He's
he is.
very obviously inspired a certain Temmen Musashi.
my,
I
I,
do
think, still
like
think
his-
one of my favorite characters is Mayuri. I don't know.
Oh, Mayuri is
to
good.
Me, it's just like
Mayuri is good.
one of the
I like him.
coolest characters ever. And I don't know. He was just when he was introduced as well. Like he was just so sadistic. Like it was
Yeah.
kind of weird. And even afterwards though, like he's meant to be one of the good guys, and I
mean-
just see him like
Wait, is
beating
Mayuri-
on.
Mayuri is
guy,
the scientist guy with the face
healing,
paint.
Thing, right?
No, with the face paint.
He has
Ah,
the
yeah,
baby
yeah.
as his bunkai.
Yeah, the
Okay,
baby
okay.
bunkai.
One of
the,
the
the
coolest bunkai
healing guy,
ever.
the healing woman is Unohana.
Oh, okay.
She's great too.
Yep,
True.
the scary woman.
But I don't know. It's just so weird watching him and
Yeah.
thinking, "Oh, I'm meant to be rooting for him," when he's just actively
Weird-
torturing someone.
Weirdly, it kind of feels like Bondrewd from Mating Abyss. Because Bondrewd is technically not a bad guy, but he is an antagonist.
Okay, hear me out on this one, guys. Every main character in Bleach aesthetically looks like a villain. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can agree
Yeah.
with that, but when we are introduced to them, technically they kind of are villains. Like,
Yeah.
because they are trying to, kill.
Everyone except Rukia.
But
Ruchki.
everyone, you see, like, fuck,
Rancor.
everyone in the 12th company. Then you see the guy that we were talking
Vipers.
about now.
Yeah.
Like everyone looks so much like a villain that I remember, like when I was in the Arankar arc, I was like, I know that I need to root for them, but they were
Yeah.
the villains for me until a few episodes ago.
Honestly, out of the captains, the only captain I really like are Shushui. Well, Unohana, but Unohana is a different kind of case because. But I weirdly like Zaraki Kenpachi.
I love him, bro.
Yeah, he's a really cool character.
He's also a
the
simple guy. He just wants to
he-
throw hands.
yeah he's the quintessential samurai character, but like the strong samurai, like the Ronin.
Mm.
While Shushu is obviously Miyamoto Musashi.
I like so much how in certain episodes it's like, okay, now I need to be serious, and then the serious thing is just starting to fight with two hands.
Yeah,
instead of-
I will now hold my sword with 2 hands.
and that is enough to
Yeah,
win. The fight.
I'm really excited to see his Bankai eventually.
When he unlocks his Shikai is so fucking cool.
Yeah,
It
I've seen the
is-
pictures of the Shikai. I haven't seen how he unlocks it, but it's that's a big ass sword.
Exactly. Oh boy.
Yeah, Kenpachi's a cool character.
Ooh, speaking about, like, since we are talking about the big three, if you guys were to power scale them, what universe do you think is the strongest?
One Piece. One Piece.
I know it's nerd talk, but since we're talking about that,
I feel like the moment when Luffy got Gear 5, that's when One Piece became the strongest because he's just pulling shit out of thin air.
oh, okay.
It's I don't know. It's also really hard to scale. Like One Piece,
Yeah.
everything in One Piece's scale. Like everything in One
Yeah.
Piece is just a weird size.
Yeah.
It's like I heard someone try to calculate the size of One Piece, and it would be like it's bigger than Jupiter, or like
Yeah,
almost
it's a
bigger than the sun.
huge
Like it's something
world.
stupid than
Yeah,
that.
the world is fucking massive. That's kind of the problem with like comparing Warhammer with any other sci-fi franchise as well, because Warhammer is so much bigger.
Yeah.
Like
it's
there's
like-
a
it's not-
there's a good combination of like Star Wars, the Imperium in Star Wars versus the Imperium of Man in Warhammer. Like the Empire in Star Wars has like 10,000 capital ships.
Mm-hmm.
There are singular fleets in Warhammer with 100,000 capital ships. So it's just the scale just doesn't match.
So no
But I
matter
also don't
what,
really
if the universes
understand
were to fight,
Bleach
Warhammer
feats.
will win no matter what.
Yes, like
Sheer
it's
size.
it's the same thing as like in Star Wars, destroying a planet is a huge thing. Basically, every spacefaring vessel in Warhammer can destroy a planet.
It's like
Yeah, they just have like cyclonic torpedoes that burn the entire atmosphere, for example.
Light
That
work,
sounds
the
cool.
reaction.
Yeah, that's what makes Warhammer so stupid, because it's stupidly overpowered even against itself. Which I feel like that loops back to the Marvel Rivals conversation.
Yeah.
I just
True.
ran over a chipmunk with my horse, and I got
If everyone is
10
Oh, no.
OP, nobody is OP.
Yeah, but I feel like the out of the big three, like One Piece would win just because of the sheer scale and the fact that some of the more recent abilities are pretty fucking insane.
I don't really get how Bleach scales them. 'Cause they just fight.
Yeah,
in, like,
Bleach-
magic
Bleach-
ways. I don't really know how to.
Bleach feels like the weakest one because Naruto also has some insane powers later on.
Yeah.
But it's also like the whole I've been spoiled with Naruto, but for example, the Madara calling 2 asteroids down. There's
Yeah.
a guy in One Piece who can just do that whenever he
that's just
wants.
his thing.
Yeah,
But
there's a
the
guy
thing
whose
is,
entire
even
thing
within
is just
that arc
calling down
in Naruto,
asteroids.
it like quintuples in scale in like
Yeah.
the span of like 50 chapters, like 100 chapters. But like what he's did there, literally like 50 chapters down the road, is made to look like nothing because some random power up is pulled up. So like
Yeah, that was
everything's
kind
so
that was kind of my
special.
problem with Bleach as well. Like every other character in Bleach has the like they explain how they got power. Like it doesn't need to be much. It's just hey, we trained, so we got stronger, and then Ichigo just pulls power ups out of his ass.
Yeah.
oh, it's from his bloodline, bro.
I know, but
it is like because he's one
He's
of a
literally
kind.
just the eugenics baby.
yeah,
He's,
but
like,
but
the
it
perfect-
would have
he's the
been
revenge.
enough if they just said like I've been like the one where he eventually fights Grimjaw in Huacamundo.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
previously we said yeah he can only maintain the masked form for like 2 minutes, and now it's like oh we have been fighting for half an hour and nobody explains why.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, half an hour in the viewer's time is just 30 seconds in.
But
Their
like the whole point is that it is now lasting a lot longer. Like Grimjaw just asks Ichigo like how the fuck are you able to maintain that so long, and it's like yeah I don't know.
Plot point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll need to watch that. I feel like Kubo, although he does get like flack for pulling stuff out his ass, I feel like a lot of them are quite well.
Yeah, like
foreshadowed.
Yeah,
my only
yeah.
problem is that there's just no explanation given. It would have been enough if Ichigo just said, "I've been fighting so much that I grew more powerful." That would have been enough.
I
But
think,
it's just hand waved aside. It feels a bit odd because everyone else actually explains why they got power ups.
the thing with Ichigo though, Cheese, is it's kinda explained in the new arc because
Yeah, but it's really bothersome back then.
Can I make a spoiler about that?
I know that he's what's it, Quincy bloodline.
No, yeah, because technically there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he has everything mashed into himself. I know
Exactly.
that.
So that's kind of like the explanation that we get. Oh, he
Yeah.
can't do all these ass pulls because there's so
But
much stuff.
it comes
going on
too
inside of
late.
him. It does. I 100% agree. Because when I was watching, I was thinking the same thing. But then when I got this explanation, I was like, okay,
Yeah,
I kind of gets it. But
Like, my problem is that there's just no acknowledgement of it. Like, it could have been, Ichigo could have just said, I don't know how I got so much powerful, and that would have made sense. Like, that would have been enough. But it's just
honestly,
like,
I don't think that Kubo had an explanation. For
yeah,
that.
I think that too.
I think it was
That's
just,
that's
hey,
the feeling I get, that he didn't have an explanation at that time, and that's
like,
why
I'm-
that must be
he's
so
like
annoying.
leaving us until he had the explanation.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been now getting back to Naruto Shippuden as well, and I'm hoping to finish Naruto Shippuden soon-ish, so I can finally get my big 3 video out, and I need to save some money to hire an editor for that. Consumer, I'm going for you for this. I did a One Piece short, and trying to find clips for One Piece is a massive pain in the ass.
Oh,
Because
bro.
It's
Also
so
with
long.
Toei, man. You gotta be careful around those guys.
It's YouTube specifically has a clause for Toei now, which is that they can just shut it off in Japan if Toei gets antsy.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
It was I can't remember who it was. It was a couple of years ago. There was basically a big One Piece YouTuber whose entire channel got deleted, and YouTube actually did something proper and basically went like, okay, this is not fine.
There
So
was like a Dragon Ball one which had something similar happen to them.
Yeah, Mark.
yeah, I think so. But the whole point is because Japan doesn't have a fair use law, so technically it's illegal to use any anime clips in Japan.
Which is funny because they have like specific, like they have very strange laws regarding that stuff. Because for example, with guitars, like specific shapes, they have like copyright and stuff like that. But Japan, they don't. Like in Japan, you can
Yeah.
buy like a copy of a Les Paul that is pretty much like a Gibson but has a different logo. And in Japan, nobody's gonna get sued for doing
I
that.
know
and
something
it's-
about this.
But
Did,
if you publish a 10-second clip of an anime on YouTube, Japan is like, yeah. they're gonna get
do
you.
you
Also,
yoink,
like,
anime?
the
do you
whole-
remember the whole thing about the Ibanez destroyers?
Yes.
Yeah, basically the Ibanez destroyer was a very, very similar looking one to a Gibson Explorer, and then eventually Gibson sued them and they had to stop making them. So now
Exactly.
an Ibanez destroyer is worth a lot of money now.
So,
But
it was
it's-
only in
What
Japan.
led-
It's
that-
also
what
like
led to the creation of the Iceman guitar. Speaking,
What about the Iceman guitar?
you know the Iceman shape, the one that Paul Stanley from Kiss uses.
Oh yeah.
That was the first original shape that Ibanez did, because at the time they were still sorting out the thing with copyright and stuff like that. Nowadays they do it like with no problem. But at
Yeah.
the time they couldn't do it, so they ended
But
up
it's
creating some new
the
shapes.
whole copyright law in Japan is weird to begin. Like that you can, in game industry, you can patent game mechanics, which is the dumbest shit ever.
Oh yeah, Nintendo recently did that and then sued Power
Yeah.
for it right after.
Yeah,
Power
which-
Wars
Yeah,
came out.
I
It's
saw
like,
that.
yeah,
Which
big brain
is
mode.
no, the point is that Nintendo actually patented that before Palworld came out, but it was after Palworld had started development. So if Palworld would have been able to pull it to an international court, they would have won. But since it's Japan and Nintendo has never lost a lawsuit in Japan, because
Why do
just
they have the
let go of it.
lawsuit in Japan? Is Power the Japanese company?
I think they're both Japanese companies, and it's Japanese. It's a
I'll
Japanese
buy you
patent.
guys over. Guys,
Yeah,
just
it-
give
it-
me all the rights. I'll sort all your problems out.
That's the dumbest thing, because if you took the whole patenting a game mechanic to the extreme, it would just ruin gaming entirely.
We don't
because
have genres. Genres
like
would not
you,
exist.
you could
I just need one game.
yeah,
one-
feasibly
one
patent something
FPS.
as moving in a 3D space that could be patented in Japan.
Ooh, okay. No more 3D games, guys.
Yeah.
No more 3D games.
Like
Let's-
that's why it's such a stupid system.
Oh, speaking
In
about
other-
games,
Yeah.
and since since everyone is here, I wanted to go ask some questions about Dungeons and Dragons to our.
Ooh, yeah. To the audience, we are planning on a D&D at least one shot. If the guys are interested, I might run a campaign after the one shot if you guys like it. But I have a bit of a story done. The story is now done. Just need to get together, make some characters, and decide on a date.
That's exactly what I
switched
wanted
my
to do.
character.
Because
I
I was
completely
reading
forgot
that
about
book that you sent on the group chat.
Yeah.
And there's so many interesting characters.
Yep.
Like, I've kind of managed to go down to 3 possible characters that I would like to play. But even there, there's, for example, you have sorcerers and wizards.
Yep.
I'm
Both
doing
are
that right now in my new
magic
playthrough.
users. But you have the wizard that is like, he's the guy that learns the spells and stuff.
Yeah.
Sorcerers.
And wizards really dislike sorcerers.
Exactly. Then you have, then you have the warlock as well. The warlock was one that I
Warlocks
really
suck.
And I don't know, man. There's so much to like. Is there a way to choose? Like, for example, for the story that you are making, what would be better to choose, or is it? It doesn't matter?
It doesn't really matter. I feel like in terms of warlocks, you have the funniest potential for role playing because of the whole pact. It depends on who you have the pact with. Like the Great Old One doesn't really care, for example. But especially the demons, you can do some really funny shit with role playing because you can just spoiler for Baldur's Gate 3, consumer. I'm assuming you've met
already finished
Minthara.
it.
Yeah, you've met Minthara.
Bro,
Like,
bro. Oh, bro, I've met Minthara, bro. I've met.
Did you bang Minthara perchance?
Oh, I have.
Dragon Age Inquisition.
That game
Not
sucks,
Inquisition.
bro. I
Not
played that
Inquisition.
game, it was
I played Origins.
goofy.
I played
Wait.
Inquisition many years ago for one purpose.
Who did you want to bang?
What do you say?
No, who did you want to bang in Inquisition?
Morrigan.
Okay, makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Is
Acceptable.
Morgan
is the witch girl.
from
you-
Origins?
I didn't
Yeah,
know
she's
the
in Origins as well.
story, I literally just
She's
thought that
also
was
in
my mission.
Inquisition. I didn't know.
Yeah, that was my only purpose.
In
that
Baldur's
game.
Gate 3, you
I
can
was
bang a bear.
In Baldur BG3, what?
In BG3, you can bang a bear.
Like
Yes,
what?
yes, I've heard that. I did not do that though.
There's a druid character, and you can have sex with the
you
druid in
guys
B's
would
bear
do
form.
that?
B did that for shits and giggles.
In Tekken
my
8,
God.
there's a cutscene where the bear character called Kuma, he gets shot by a tank and survives.
But in terms of the D&D characters, we so far have Rage is playing a rogue, and Bunko is playing around with the idea of playing a druid.
I was thinking of that. Oh, wait, should we at least think about party optimization a little bit?
It doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna run like a super hardcore campaign. I feel like D&D is more fun when you give your players leeway and there's actually like you can play around with mechanics and stuff.
Usually, what characters do you play, Cheese?
I've played a druid. I played the Circle of Spores druid because you can make those guys immortal and it's a broken ass class. And I've played Paladin a few times, and then I've played the the Gatling gun Warlock, which is the original game-breaking build. But basically, that was a campaign where, like, we played a campaign where the whole point was our DM wanted us to make as broken characters as possible.
That sounds fun.
Nice.
Anime. I would also just recommend just pure role playing.
Sorry.
That's how I choose a lot of the time. Whatever I think
Yeah.
sounds coolest, and you just make.
Yeah,
it
like
Yeah, but that's my problem. I have these 3 characters that I think sound very cool, which is the sorcerer, the wizard, and the warlock. So I'm trying to think about which one of these 3 pick.
I can give you a bit of a spoiler for the like one shot that you are going to be in a magical ruins.
Sorcerer would be good, or in a wizard probably.
Anything that can really interact with magical stuff might be fun. We're gonna do for the one shot. It's not gonna be usually one shots are just like you go into a dungeon and you fight a bunch of shit done. But I did include quite a bit of roleplay things in it because I feel like roleplay is the best part of any TTRPG.
Okay, if we're going with that, I'm gonna probably choose the warlock then, so we
Yeah.
can have fun with the roleplay.
Okay, so expect some weird
Oh my God,
shit.
fucking Snoop Dogg.
Perfect.
It's interesting that anime brought that up because I'm planning my second playthrough right now, and that was literally what I was thinking through. I was literally trying to pick between whether I wanted to play wizard and sorcerer this whole time.
I have a playthrough in Baldur's Gate right now where I'm playing Frieden.
Oh, nice.
Baldur's Gate is pretty much like a video game version of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, it's D&D
Yeah.
5th edition in a video game form. It does only have the base races and the base classes. But we're also running with base classes for the one shot at least, and we have we have the expanded races, of course, because I like the freedom of having the other races. But in terms of simplicity of the gameplay, I only took the core classes for the one shot because there are like at least double the amount of classes in D&D actually.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
so
wow.
many. So
There's
many.
Yeah,
mods that get quite a few in. I've seen
Yeah.
some of them. A bit fewer, like game breaking.
Fuck.
Yeah. Like the problem with D&D is that a lot of the newer classes just tend to be flat out stronger than the core classes. Like Archivist, for example, is really strong, especially if you play something like an Archivist as a Warforged. That's just a really fucking broken combo in general, because Warforged are really strong class, really strong race to begin with. Because like the one big thing with D&D is that the one rule that everybody ignores in D&D is that you would actually have to have food for travels and stuff, and Warforged just don't need food.
Why?
They're robots.
Oh, so Warforged is like the steel watch and stuff.
Yep,
Or it's
they
like
are.
the guy you'd meet in the dungeon place.
It's
dungeon,
the
dwarves
guy
forge.
down in the butler guy down in the Underdark. He's very close to a Warforged. I'm not sure if he's full on Warforged, but they are literally like robots.
Broken.
PD, what characters have you planning on play when we play D&D?
Like, do you have any ideas?
No, I
For it.
haven't looked.
He's gonna
Okay.
play
I've just
for
been
it.
writing.
You know,
I've
I
just
was
been, like,
looking to the
writing my
characters.
first video for 2025.
and I think you would be a good bard. I don't know why.
Oh, but Speedy
Bards-
would make for a
bards
good
are
bard.
Broken from what I've seen
bard?
in BG3.
A bard.
Yeah, basically,
Guy
they
plays-
use magic to attack. and stuff
Yeah,
like
they
that.
they
Okay.
play music. They
He's
play
so
magical
good to
music.
convince people,
So
bro.
could I have my character just be like some guy from the 1980s, just
Well, I
like
don't
just
know.
like a metal guitar from like the 80s, just shredding.
I mean, you can have a metal guitar, but you don't have electricity for it.
I magically make electricity.
You
that-
can be
that-
a
that
bard
would need-
that is
that-
so ahead of its time that
That would need a
basically
wizard
make
to
it
cast
happen.
electricity on you. You would need another character to give you the electricity.
I didn't
Oh,
realize
there's a
this.
real something really stupid I just remember now. So there was this episode of regular show called The Power, where basically there's a magical keyboard that a wizard just
I
randomly
remember that.
leaves on a bench while he just goes to have a wee in the park. Rigby comes along, takes it, and finds out basically if you play like a song and to say like send a car to the zoo, and a car will just spawn in a zoo.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It gets to the point where he
the
breaks the universe, I think, if I remember correctly.
yeah.
It's really
the-
funny.
The point with bards is that, for example, your basic attacking quote unquote spell is that you shout insults that do damage.
Perfect. That's perfect for
It sounds like so much fun to play. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Oh
do
god,
my
I'd have to
third
put
playthrough
you'd have to
as a
put a
bard.
filter on me for the insults then, because I can bring out the Modern Warfare 2 stuff real fucking.
No, we're not. We're putting.
Bro's
We're,
gonna play as a bard as if he's
Oh
playing.
my
Call
god,
of
it
Duty.
works! My light works! I don't need to pay 60 quid.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
I can,
Well, I didn't
that's
realize this about bards until like halfway through my playthrough. But they're one of the classes. They get like class unique dialogue options,
Yep,
and
they do.
apparently you can talk a lot of bosses into just killing themselves.
Yep.
For real.
Instead of
Yep.
fighting it, you can just
Wait,
talk them into
seriously?
Like the whole thing with bards is like they become a meme in D&D because bards are the class with highest charisma. So usually bard players will try to bang everything that moves.
Bro,
I
that's
have
that's
the
still
sun!
bard.
I have the sun in my
Even
hand!
Dandelion.
Also,
Even
I
Dandelion
will
is from-
for the campaign I will allow some fuckings, but I will also include a system if you fuck up if you start fucking around too much.
You get penalized.
It
when
will
I
be-
see the undead zombie in the background.
It will be a narrative system.
Oh.
Nice, nice.
Since you guys
Wait,
haven't played
hold on.
D&D, but this is for the
Hold on.
audience.
Can I fuck the demon that is fucking with my head?
Depends on the demon, but yes.
Oh, nice. Good to know. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, but it depends on
They're bad. They're bad juju, bro.
they are, but
Bro, what can I say? I
since
like
the
Halloween
guys
stories.
don't know what this means, but this is for the audience. If there's any D&D players in the audience, my penal system for fucking around too much is called Fey curses.
Fate curses?
Fey, as in fairies.
Oh,
They are the standard system in D&D to kind of like deal with people who fuck around too much, and they can be very narrative and very funny.
Nice. Good to know. Good to know.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Finger
I
butthole.
saying for my next playthrough, I'm planning a Dark Urge playthrough. So I
Oh,
want
I'm playing Dirge in our 3-man group right now.
Basically, you
I
can
wanna
play Baldur's Gate 3 like in different ways, like depending on what characters you choose.
Yeah.
You have the different classes. You can play one of the pre-made characters, or you can make your own character. And one of the pre-mades is called a Dark Urge, who is a person who's lost all their memory and just randomly wakes up in the middle of the night after murdering a bunch of people, for example.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
And there's this demon just keeps whispering to you to get you to do
Yep.
shit. So that's why I want to play a sorcerer. So I want to like incorporate like that's where I get my
Commit
power from. They're just
I'm
voices
gonna
in
have
my
to
head
buy
telling me
Baldur's
to do
Gate now.
things.
My very first playthrough was I was playing a warlock, a Dark Urge warlock, and my whole thing was that I was worshipping the Great Old One, and my character was like really bubbly and happy on the outside, and then in the middle of the night, I'm just sacrificing people to my patron god.
What the fuck?
They just wake up in the night. Oh,
Yeah,
that's funny.
like I went because with Dirge, sorry, consumer, you might want to know, but with Dirge you can do two things: you can either embrace the darkness or you can resist it.
Can I be the devil and make all the villains just kill themselves and be like,
No, because
"Hey, commit
the devil is
sin."
the
Hey,
devil is a real
On the
character.
first blood.
Oh,
The devil is
Can
a
I
real
just-
character in D&D.
can
It's
I
one of the
be like-
gods.
Can my ability
Oh.
just be like, hey, what's up? Commit sin, kill yourself.
There is a power called
the roll check. Fail.
there
Critical
is-
failure.
there's a system called power word in D&D, and one of them is power word death.
Right, I'm naming my character low tier god, and his only one ability is just power word. Kill yourself. Kill
I can't
yourself
remember-
now.
I don't remember
You are
what
not worth
level.
anything. Kill yourself.
You won't be
boy.
high enough level to use power word death though.
Damn it.
What level are we? 5.
Yeah, you were saying something about like level 5.
Yeah, we're gonna do level 5 for the one shot because at level 5 you kind of get a better feeling for your class. You have stuff to do, so it's more fun for the one shot because usually in D&D you start really slow at first. There's like you go deal with some bandits and stuff, but since I want to do a dungeon kind of one shot, so it's better to be at a slightly higher level, so you can actually have spells to use, you have spells to use, and you have a better feeling for the
So
system
you
as a
unlock a
whole.
bunch of stuff at different levels.
Yeah, because level 1 is kind of dull. You can cast like one spell and then run away,
So lame.
kind of thing. That's why I want to do a higher tier because, for example, with spellcasters, Warlock doesn't really.
That's
well,
what I'm saying.
Warlock,
You only have like 2 spells, right?
yeah, but they raise it every short rest. But the point is that every spell uses a spell slot, and you only have an X amount of spell slots. And the higher level you are, the more you have.
Are warlock like more physical, right? They
Warlocks have a class feature called the Pact of the Blade, which makes them a
Yeah.
more of a spell sword kind of class.
Hmm.
There is a spell sword for wizard as well, but it's not. It's more like, oh shit, they got in close, I can now stab them.
I see. I see.
While the warlock is more like, I now go in and I stab everything and I do a massive AoEs around myself.
Ah, I see. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I had him with like darkness and then like dark vision. So I would just every time I'm in the dark, like I'm create a dark cloud, so no one can like attack me. Well, no one can like ranged attack me within it. So they have to come into the dark cloud and they have like disadvantage, so they're less likely to hit me. But I'm not affected by it because I can see in the dark. So I essentially just create this like little circle where I'm like essentially like invincible and I'm just like shooting people out of it all the time.
Nice.
That was quite fun.
Yeah. Power Death you don't unlock. It's a 10th level magic spell.
Rip.
No.
So you get it at like
Play as
max
paladin,
level.
jeez.
Yeah, I played the Paladin a bunch. Paladins can be really fun, but they really have the problem early on where you just don't have the spell slots to cast Smite.
Okay.
Because the big thing with Paladins is that they are a very melee focused class, but they have a lot of healing, not as much as a cleric. But the big thing is that they have spells called Smites, which imbue your weapon with elements.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Like,
Yeah, I used Dame Aelin a few times. She was so broken. I don't know if it's just paladins in general or it's just
Paladins are like once you actually have the spell slot to keep your Smites up, Paladins become
it's
really
a
strong.
lot of damage. Big damage. Big.
Yeah, that's like the beauty of Paladins, that something like a fighter kind of falls off as you level up because your thing is I hit people with sword, and then there's someone comes in and I hit people with sword with the power of God in it.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I beseech.
Yep.
But I feel
Believe in God now.
Wizards just can have the most attacks in the game, can they not? In one.
Yeah, they can, but you can just dual class into fighter and get those same attacks for every other class.
Okay, so as of right now, we have a druid, a thief,
Yeah, a druid and a rogue and
a
warlock.
wizard, right, consumer? You're playing as a wizard.
Do you want to be a wizard?
And
Must be a
chief
sorcerer,
paladin, right?
No, I'll be your DM. I will be your guard
You're
doing.
gonna be the DM, okay.
Yeah, I'll be
thought
just
you were
DMing.
gonna-
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have
Uh,
any melee characters, do we?
Nope.
Oh, okay,
Well,
I'll be a
it-
melee character then.
I choose a melee character.
I think Punko was talking about doing a wild shape druid
Okay, so that'll work.
because yeah, she was asking me what wild shapes I would allow.
Owlbear is so broken, bro.
Oh,
Owlbear
you.
is so broken.
Kazuma, have you ever looked at the D&D Monster Compendium?
No, I have not.
Owlbear is relatively weak comparatively to some of the other shit.
Really?
Yeah, you can get.
It only goes up to level 12 in.
Yeah, you can get some pretty. There is
Can I turn
the.
into a dragon?
Yes, later levels you can turn into a dragon, but there's also in Baldur's Gate as well. The dinosaur is stupidly strong.
There's a dinosaur in
And-
D&D.
Yep, you can turn into a dinosaur as a druid if you do the correct side quest.
Ah.
There's also
What kind of
one.
dinosaur?
I think it's a Dilophosaur.
Because I think there is one in BG3 as well.
Yeah, that's the one you can transform into. There's also the teleporty cat thing.
I still
remember,
think the
like-
owlbear is broken, bro. Because crushing
It is
Flight
really strong.
So good.
I remember like
The
a few
Displacer
years
Beast
back-
is one of the strongest ones in D&D
I
in
remember,
BG3.
I remember a few years back there was this group of people who were playing D&D, and they were all. One of them was Batman, another one was a robot called Fisting.exe.
Fisting.
And
That's
Yep.
what I love about these games.
And I can't remember what it was. Just that was the two I remember. I watched the whole campaign. It was incredibly funny.
I
It
God,
did
the-
in like such a several parts.
I wanna
watched it
be-
over like 2 weeks. It was really funny, but now I don't remember when it was.
I wanna be
because it was,
Geralt.
like, lockdown.
Yeah,
I want to be like an LA gangster then.
B and I have been listening to a podcast, a D&D podcast called Dungeons and Daddies. Every time they start, it's welcome to Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM podcast.
Oh, I remember
This,
you
our
talking about
name
this
could be
before.
generic
Yeah,
daddy
it's
podcast.
it's like the whole point is they're like suburban dads who got flung into the Forgotten Realms to try and find their sons.
Oh, that actually
That's
sounds pretty
quite
cool.
It is really funny. I would recommend listening to it. It's really funny.
Daddy podcast.
Oh god.
That's gonna be us in 20 years probably.
Now, which one of us has the most daddy energy?
You cheese. You
Oh,
cheese,
fuck,
I was about to say, brother.
unfortunately.
There's
No.
Time to reproduce.
No.
Oh,
Fuck
boy.
no.
Adopt a child.
Or you said you wanted to do some teaching work in Japan, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the plan.
Steal one
Was
of the
like,
kids, easy.
oh god.
I think that would turn him into something else.
Not how parents work. I thought that's how you become a parent.
Oh god.
We need like a best moments on the podcast now.
Oh god, no.
Oh,
we need to pay an editor to
the
to go through all
cancel
hours of-
compilation.
Yeah, the cancel compilation. It would just be 90% speedy though.
Like,
No, we all
The,
just
the,
do
the,
some
uh,
shit here.
the
Black
highlight,
features
a
lying
highlight
just
video
out
of
of
the
context.
podcast would be PD getting cancelled, me not knowing how to speak English, consumer having problems with the camera.
oh
Also-
yeah, me. I'm just,
consumer making jokes that Speedy doesn't hear, and with the rest of us just
Exactly,
laugh our asses off.
exactly.
Bruh.
And oh my god, it would be so funny though. It would be so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, we have some plans for the D&D. I'm hoping we can get it done relatively soon because I have all my notes for my story. I have a really cool book that I wrote all my stories in. Let me show you the book I got for
think
it.
I've got my
Let's
build
see.
now. I want to play Geralt because I forgot. I used to do that a lot. I would like try and make characters from other things. If I played like a fighter and like gave him some like wizard spells, like 1 or 2 levels of wizard spells, I think that could work.
Can
quite
you
good.
do that? Can you like give your character specific
Yeah,
age?
you can like
Class?
multi-class. So you can be like, I want 3 levels of fighter and 2 levels of wizard. So you can
So,
be like,
for an example, can I be a paladin that has turned into a warlock? For an example,
you
Uh,
could,
you-
but I
you can
think it would
do
be
wrong.
weird, like from a roleplay perspective. 'Cause paladins
I
have
got
like
a nice
their
little
gods,
letterbound
they
book
make
for all
an
my
oath to.
D&D stuff.
and
Nice.
This one is so far
Warlocks
empty, but it will
also
be for our
have-
campaign.
their guys they have their
Let's see
pacts
it.
with.
I didn't see it.
But you could
Yeah.
do it.
No, but the thing you could do something like you have like this paladin who thinks he's worshiping the right god, but he's actually going for a demon, and then when he becomes a warlock,
Can I play
he
Shadow the
realizes
Hedgehog?
what he has done.
No.
And then that's kind of like his mission to purify himself from his demon, kind of.
Yeah, you could, and it could also be like we can narratively agree something like that. And there is a thing for like Paladin has oaths that you take, which are like the subclass things, and
Yeah.
one of them is the Oath Breaker,
Yeah.
where you actually do something that goes against the oath, and then you become like sort of a pseudo evil paladin.
Oh, okay. So I could do that. I could do
Yeah.
that, right?
Also, you can multi-class into Paladin and Warlock, and you can take some Paladin spells and some Warlock spells.
Nice. I think I'm gonna do that. Then.
Yeah, multi-classing can be really strong, but at the same time, it also limits you. Like if you take 5 levels, when everyone else is like someone is a level 5 wizard, but you've taken 5 levels of sorcerer and 5 levels of warlock, so you only have level 5 access to level 5
Nice.
spells. So that's kind of the limiting factor with multi-classing.
I
But I
see.
just really want to be a fighter with some spells.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like one of the original most broken
If
builds is
that
the
spell didn't catch you, these hands will.
Yeah,
I was
they-
like afterwards.
The Gatling gun Warlock is one of the original broken multi-class builds where because Warlock has the ability, like their basic spell is called Eldritch Blast, and it's a really it's one of the best cantrips in the game, and you can multi-class it so you can shoot like 12 Eldritch Blasts every turn.
Oh my god, that is
See,
crazy.
and
yeah.
when I'm doing that paper that Rage sent on the group chat,
Yep.
one with
Yep.
all the classes, what
Yep.
should I write then if I want
Uh,
to do that?
We could probably get together one day and do the character creation in
Probably the
Discord.
fastest, yeah.
That would be the fastest. I'll try to find a good base for the character sheets, and I'll probably make a Google Drive folder where we can save all of them, so we can I have access, like I can go look at them all and stuff like that, make sure that everything's fine. It would be nice to get, since there are like D&D game bots for Discord as well, which is like you have the commands directly in Discord.
Mhm.
But I think we'll be fine with just the dice roller
All right.
on Discord. Like we try to play every Saturday with one called The One Ring, which is like a Lord of the Rings TTRPG system, and that has its own bot that lets you just, for example, if you need to do an acrobatics check, you can just write in the Discord like /acrobatics, and it pulls all the data from your character sheet and does all the calculations.
That's so good.
Yeah, there are bots like that for D&D, but all the character sheets that work with them that I found are paid, because obviously it's a lot of like Excel
Yeah.
coding to
That's
get
the
it to
one
work.
thing with D&D. A lot of maths.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Boy, maths.
You look like a great math. You look like you. I don't know how to say this without sounding very racist.
Yeah.
Say it,
Yes.
consumer.
Go,
We're gonna turn the mic off for this one.
I'm sure you could be good at math, Speedy, if you put your mind to it. There we go. No boy.
Speedy is not Southeast Asian enough for that.
no, I'm just South Asian, bro.
Yeah.
But I was saying all the tutorials on YouTube.
Oh, that's
bruh.
true. That's true. But that's mostly computer tutorials as well.
No,
Exactly.
you have some math tutorials.
I was
Oh,
actually gonna do my assignment today, and I forgot. Oh shit, we're doing the podcast today.
It's only be like 2 hours, bro. The
Yeah.
day's still
Yeah.
young,
I only woke up at 2.
bruh. I
What
actually
the
thought that
fuck?
when you didn't respond, I was like, this guy is definitely still sleeping.
Yeah, I woke up at like noon and I've stayed up until 5:30.
I woke up
at
6 a.m., bro.
9. I woke up at 9.
I just woke
and
at
my
9.
brain just went no, and then went back to sleep.
Well, that's
Standard.
fair.
Yeah,
No
that's-
Standard.
Bodies, you're a growing boy.
I mean,
He's a growing boy.
This is the right moment to sleep until you can, you know.
Yeah,
when
true,
you are
true,
on
true.
holiday, so
Oh, there's only so many hours in a day.
Yeah, I want to enjoy
Yeah,
that's why
like-
you stay up at night to do what you would have done.
Yeah,
in
like
the day.
I kind of have this. I really want to watch a bunch of rewatch a bunch of anime, but I also watch new anime and shit. Like
I'm having a bit of a pickle right now. I don't think I like anime anymore.
Bruh.
Boy,
bruh,
we are
Bro,
starting
this-
to become
this-
just a generic podcast.
Okay.
you need to
look,
become
it's all
a
horror.
manga viewer.
I haven't watched any anime since Dun Dun, and that was like last week now? Like I haven't
Yeah.
watched it.
Oh,
I've just
not
been
bad.
watching YouTube videos.
Maybe you just burnt out.
We are.
You just
we-
watched-
we are.
You need to read more manga. That's the solution.
Yeah, but like there's not many manga I want to read anymore. It's like I don't
All
really-
the dojins.
not even dojos now. They're just boring.
They're
No.
predictable.
That is true. They
Yeah.
are
They're
predictable.
very predictable now. It's
Like I really want to rewatch Mob Psycho 100, and I really want to rewatch the first season of Apothecary Diaries before the second season starts, but I just don't have the time.
I
The
don't know
only
how
thing I've
people can
been-
run out of things to watch. I feel like there's so much to watch that I'll
I
probably
think
never
that
finish
that's
it
Yeah.
in
the
my
problem,
lifetime.
though, consumer. You have so much to watch.
Yeah,
but you
that
don't
is a
know what to
problem.
watch.
Yeah, it's
Everything.
there's
Just
so
create a
much-
list.
difficulty of choice is a big problem.
Make a list. bro.
Especially like nowadays because there's so much anime coming out every season. Like next season is huge as well.
Is
me
Sakamoto
see.
Day coming the next season or the
Yep.
next?
I think it
the other
might
one?
be.
Sakamoto Days is starting in a couple of weeks, I'm pretty sure. Let me look on
Can
Mal.
you explain
Sakamoto.
the few criticisms that we've seen about that? Like
Uh,
some people say that is not good.
Yeah,
Maybe
I saw the whole thing about the preview not going very well.
Yeah.
Preview of what?
The preview of Sakamoto Days.
Oh, people always be yapping, bro.
They've complained about Chainsaw Man, so
Yeah.
Twitter not complaining about anything though.
So Sakamoto Days is starting on the 11th of January.
okay.
When's that? 10, 11 days, something like
Yeah,
that.
12 days.
Oh,
from
new
now.
season for solo leveling.
I couldn't care
New
less about
Dr.
Solo
Stone.
Leveling.
New 100 girlfriends.
Yeah, there's new My Happy Marriage. There's new Toilet Bon.
Okay, so it's just a bunch of
Hanako-kun.
sequels.
Yeah, but it's like in terms of
The
like
only
the sheer
sequel
number
I'm
of
looking
anime is
forward
fucking
to
insane next
year
season.
is My Dress Up Darling.
Oh, My Dress Up Darling looks so. I'm super excited for that.
New Kaiju 8 season.
Oh, when is the new Kaiju 8 season coming
Oh,
out?
it's not season, sorry. Film.
Right, yeah.
But it's gonna be.
They're
canon?
making more Grisaya Phantom Trigger. What the fuck?
Wait, what?
It's starting on January 2nd.
Huh? They're making
Where's
another one of
that?
They're making more Grisaya.
There's more stories in that anime.
Apparently so.
You know, it'll just be the Fate thing where they're just like doing every single ending
I've-
or whatever.
I feel like.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I've only been watching.
There's an Okinawa Gyaru anime coming out.
They're doing
Another
Aldo
one.
and Zero again? What the hell?
They're just making fucking Gyaru anime based on different regions at this point. Now we have Hokkaido girls, and now we're having Okinawa girls now.
Oh, that's funny though. That's
Hey,
funny.
yeah.
That's a funny idea.
Yeah, so now we got now I got to review all three. What
Gyaru
area,
Nation,
what,
rise up.
What area of Japan is the best Gyaru anime?
When we
Oh,
get
God.
those Bradford Gyaru.
Oh, no, that's horrifying.
That's just
Birmingham Gyarus. That would be so fucking.
Rummy Gyaru.
Oh boy.
No,
Yeah,
that's
there's so much anime coming out next season. Most of it doesn't look too good, but you know.
Just
that's-
stop watching seasonals, guys. I'm gonna tell you something you guys wouldn't believe. There's even more anime that has already come out.
I know, but it's I always try
There's
to
even
do.
more to watch that's already come out.
There's nothing that like is car related other than Initial D and Waga Midnight.
I try to get at least 2 seasonal videos out every season, except
You
this
were
season
born
because
2003, right, Speedy?
Yeah,
Why don't you just watch every anime that came out that year?
yeah. I'm good.
what came out in
FMA came out
2003?
that year. You could watch the
Oh,
original.
FMA is fucking great.
Chromatori
Let's-
High School.
I just
Let's
wondered-
see,
I'm not sure if you noticed
2003.
If I set this to the group chat, but this very unfortunate cleaning company name that I saw while walking to work.
Bro, there's actually a lot of cool stuff that came out 2003. Why don't you just do
Like
that?
consumer, like compare the 2003 season. Like there's what less than 20 anime, and the new season is like 40 something.
Yeah, that is something I find weird too, because
Yeah.
where are they getting all this money?
Supply and demand, baby. Supply and demand.
Yeah, like I feel like that is one problem with anime now is that there's so much that so much of it is also really fucking generic.
Yeah, it's kind of diluted everything.
Ugh. I've just been watching cars.
The only thing I've
There was an
watched
Astro Boy series that
recently-
came out in 2003.
Yeah, I've heard
I
that
have
2003
been-
Astro Boy is like really good. It's not like the normal Astro Boy, it's just like weird artsy Astro Boy or something like
Ah,
that. Like they
interesting.
just made it really weird for some reason.
I'm
trying to remember.
taking my driving test in 32 days.
I thought you'd probably say 32 minutes. Bro, jump up and just go.
In 32 days, I'm gonna be having my driving test. So
It's gonna be alright, man. You
Oh,
gonna
fucking
pass.
Ikkitosen
Right.
came out in
I've
2003.
heard about that one. It looks a
Fucking-
lot like. Did you ever watch Tenjo Teng?
Yeah.
Cause I watched that, but the anime up until the flashback, I didn't enjoy the flashback. The flashback.
Yeah. Ikkitosen was a thing that existed. Oh, Cinderella Boy came out in 2003.
It's weird that whole genre of like martial arts ecchi stuff. Just
Yeah, martial arts edge is just weird. I will say, the Killing Bites was surprisingly good.
Did you Killing Bites? Let me search. Did you ever watch Bento?
I can't
I
remember if I
love
watched
that show,
Bento.
bro.
I need to
love
Google Bento.
can't lie. The
It
only
was
two
like-
anime I'm gonna watch next season is probably the 100 Goblins Who Really, Really, Really Love You season 2, and then also the My Happy Marriage season 2. Because I binged that one in one night. And it was really good.
Two more anime that I watched this season.
Yeah. that's
I
really
didn't
good.
actually. I didn't watch Bento. I know of it. It's the fucking cooking martial arts thing, isn't it?
Bento.
Yeah.
Now isn't that?
Oh,
Food
bro,
Wars?
Bento's so good. It's like this guy joins this new school, right? And like in the lunch, I think everybody goes to get their lunch in like this supermarket, right? But it's just like all out fight. Like just imagine everyone in the school is just fighting just to get like one single bento box. And like him as the new student, he now has to like learn to get really good at
Have you
fighting.
played
Yeah,
Mortal
probably,
Kombat
you know.
Armageddon by any chance, consumer?
Armageddon, what's
Yeah,
that?
Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Is that a game?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it, a
'cause
new
it was-
one? Is it the
'cause
one
it
with
was-
Homelander?
No, that's Mortal Kombat.
No,
1.
that's
I
the.
Just
the-
I
type,
don't know
just
it.
just type in the intro to Mortal Kombat Armageddon, put it on 2x speed, and that's exactly what the anime just sounds like in my head to me. The one from
Speedy.
the start.
In 2003, there was an anime called Gunslinger Girls. There you go. Watch
I've
that.
heard that anime is really depressing.
I've heard that. So
They're all like child soldiers, I think.
Yep,
Oh,
I
boy.
watched it. It is very, very much like that. There's in 2003, two of the best anime that came out that year were Full Metal Alchemist, the original, and Planet S. Planet S is fucking great.
Also,
Yeah,
Edition
Gunslinger's Girl looks like the show that Speedy would watch.
Yeah, it is. It is quite
Yo,
great.
Speedy,
No way, not
That's
because of that.
crazy.
Not because of that.
that's
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
because of the guns. Because of the guns.
You know
That's what I
what
meant.
Rose looks
oh,
like.
That's
Sonic
fine.
X came out in 2003. Okay, yeah.
That's what I meant.
No, okay, Speedy, I'm watching it now. That is literally what the anime is like, bro.
Yeah, that's
It is
what
just-
I thought in my head.
Just imagine there's a bento box in the middle. That is literally
Yeah.
it.
It gets funnier
Oh,
as it
boy.
goes along as well, because it's just a zombie that
And then
just
the
shows up
craziest
randomly, and then a dragon.
Nonsensical High School of the Dead fan service in there as well. Just
Oh,
fresh.
High School of the Dead fan service is that just hits different.
It hits.
It was that was an era of anime.
That was a
That
different
was
era.
so
God damn it.
Yeah, I'm
Anime,
just
you
sad.
were a 2001 baby, right?
Yeah. Oh wait,
Okay.
a 2000 baby it was.
2000 baby.
God damn, he's
Let's
old.
see. Let's see what came out in my my year of birth.
What was your
Fully
year of
Cooley,
birth?
Inuyasha, which I'm reading right now.
Ooh,
Hajime no
nice.
Ippo,
Oh,
amazing.
Hajime, nice.
Ghost Stories.
Cheese, what year
Damn.
were you
Yeah, I've heard
officially
about that.
born in?
I was born in 2018. I was born in 1994.
Oh, damn.
So
Um,
I can
Weird.
imagine there's some good. Did Ava come out in '94?
I think so. No, Ava came out in
no, Ava
97.
came in the 90s.
Yeah.
97.
There's Vampire
Oh,
Hunter D,
Stratos 4 came out that year.
Blood, the Last
Sailor-
Vampire.
Sailor Moon S came out in 94.
Okay, yeah, I've done
90
one review from my birth year, which was
What?
Stratos 4.
It's
That
just a
was
lot of
pretty
Macross
meh.
that came out that year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dragon
fuck,
Ball
you
Z
did
came out in 94 and Slam Dunk. And Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's some big hitters. That's a special. No, there were some big hitters here.
I mean,
Crayon
we
Shin
could-
Chan went crazy. Bro, why is
Oh,
there so much?
Okay,
no,
an
that's-
idea for a video. What if we all choose an anime that came out in the year that we were born, and we do a review of it, kind of like we
I-
did on the
I could
I
do
don't-
that.
My Life as You Know
Yeah,
Yeah, it could be fun.
Dog.
I don't
you know?
even know what this is, but this is an anime that came out in the year I was born.
Would we do it on our channels or would we post it on this one? Because I think that could be quite fun.
I think
Like
we
a
could do
special.
like we post them on our single channels, and
yeah, and
we
then
do
talk about them
something
in
specific
in
here.
podcast. Yeah.
I just watched the entirety of
I can't-
Naruto again. OG Naruto.
I can't see
So-
the post that Cheese put.
It's in the chat of the host.
Azumanga Daioh could
Agent.
be fun. Full Metal Panic could be fun.
It's like-
I've already seen quite a lot of these, which is crazy. I've
What the
seen
hell
one,
is
Do
two,
that?
three.
Do I just
Why
need
is
to
there a
watch all?
monkey?
Do I just need to watch all of Dragon Ball Z for this then?
Send the photo in chat, Speedy.
It's
I-
literally
I-
in chat.
I sent it there. That's an anime that came out in the year I was born. I have no idea what it's about,
Oh
but
my
that
god, the monkey, bro.
Monkey.
yeah, that monkey.
What is
So much,
Monkey.
so much horror and sci-fi in the 2000s. God damn.
Yeah.
What is that, bro?
Cinderella boy.
What is the monkey, bro? Oh my god.
That's about Tarzan apparently. But
Oh.
it's called
Tarzan
Tachan.
the anime.
Full Metal
It is called
Alchemist came
Tachan.
out- Full Metal Alchemist came out in my birth year. I'm not watching that.
Oh, bro's a
it's
hater.
good.
Full
Oh, they
Metal
got
Alchemist
the
is really
OG
good.
Beyblade.
Oh, wait,
Ooh,
Beyblade, man.
Beyblade was so
Oh.
fucking cool.
OG,
Yeah, but
OG Beyblade, though.
That's literally a Tarzan anime from 1994.
Bro, we have
That's a
Tarzan
program.
anime before GTA 6.
Apparently,
GTA 6 is never coming out.
it's Tarzan who's been abandoned in the savannah, raised by chimpanzees. His wife is Jane, who is a model in New York, and he has a Chinese martial arts master called Ryo in the fucking savannah for some reason.
god.
It sounds
Oh,
incredible.
These
Fucking
stuff just
hell.
gets so silly.
Yeah, so some of the
Oh,
old
bro.
anime premises are
You've
so
got-
weird.
Is this one about?
The
Oh my god, this is one about priests shooting demons.
with
Which
guns.
Yeah, with guns.
Which one?
It's. I'll just type in the title.
Oh, the OG grappler Baki. Oh, that's just an OVA.
Okay, wait. I'll type in the title.
I'll clearly just watch all of Dragon Ball Z.
You need to, Bert. Honest, or maybe it could be like a sequel to your big three video.
How many episodes are there in Dragon Ball Z?
Just type
Like
that into my.
400
anime list.
maybe?
Psy
291.
Reload.
Psyche
Let's
Reload.
Search that up.
Sayuki.
Yeah.
But you're better off watching Z-Kai, right? Because Z-Kai is essentially Toei took up the entirety of Z and then they cut out all the like filler bits. Like they literally just cut
right.
them out.
I
Because it was
think
on
I may
streaming.
have saw this one.
Honestly, if we do the whole thing of watching an anime from our year of birth, I'm gonna fucking watch Crayon Shin-chan.
We should watch
Chin-chan.
brain rotty anime just to like, and then see what the fuck all reactions are to that.
Like we did last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be like a serious anime. It has to be something like really stupid. Something like Azumanga Daioh is stupid.
Like
I
you mean
used-
like we did last
Yeah,
time.
we did last time.
Yeah, I
Like-
think it
like
would be a
Psycho
little
did
too.
last
Fazino Kaisen's dog is a serious anime.
No, that was foot fetish galore.
Yeah.
You
Like,
thought
if
the
it was
foot was
only
the
foot
worst part of
fetish,
that anime? You
yeah,
thought it was the
exactly.
feet?
It was foot fetish galore and probably more furry galore. I don't even know. I lost brain.
No,
if it
that-
was a hedgehog.
That's full
you
on.
would've loved
That's
it.
full on bestiality.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
full on bestiality.
S tier bestiality.
Oh boy.
It's kind of insane looking at the 1994 anime because it's like there's maybe like 3 new shows that came out and everything else just continuing.
UFO Princess Valkyrie 2. What the fuck is that?
I'm
That
telling
sounds
you, this is what I
interesting.
mean. There's so much cool stuff.
There was like relatively recent. There was one called like Pirate Princess. What the fuck? And it was such a weird anime. Like
Rockband.exe.
they fucking pulled Sanada Yukimura just randomly as a pirate ninja and stuff like that. Like he's a real historical character. And now he was a pirate ninja.
Anyways, what do you guys have planned for like your first video next year?
I'm probably gonna finish
Anything
the
on
not. I'm probably gonna finish the Not So Much Book of Friends video.
Animate, you got anything?
I know I'm gonna upload a video next year. I don't know.
There will be a video of some sort.
There
do
will be a
something.
video. I
There
don't know
will be
when.
a
I don't know about what, but there will be a video next year.
There's a relatively interesting anime that came out in my year of birth as well. Like it looks like a really funky horror thing. That art style reminds me of One Sensei stuff.
I'm gonna. So I posted the script in the chat earlier, but no one like acknowledged it, so that was great.
Pull 'em out.
Yeah, no one like said anything. I was like,
Based chat.
I
I
did
just wanted
read
to,
it a
like-
little bit,
yeah,
and I think
it-
it's a cool concept.
yeah. So I found out randomly that basically brutal death metal, aka slam, it has a weird crossover with anime. So I'm gonna talk about that for about 5 minutes. That's my first video.
Wamu from JoJo's.
Wamu.
Why?
Wamu is a great character.
Wamu from JoJo.
Wamu is a great character.
I think yeah, that's the mentality that we have to keep already think about the next videos. 2025
Yeah.
is gonna be the
Bro,
year for
I
the
literally
generic anime
planned
podcast.
out.
I have
next,
some.
like, 12
I have some
videos.
huge
I'm
videos
not
coming
gonna
out in
finish my
2025.
series.
I'm still working on that one where I have to read all that guy's manga.
I have
Because I haven't even started it yet.
for 2025 stuff I've planned is I have the Haikyuu video, which will hopefully do really well. I have the Big Three video coming out.
I'm also planning to hire an
I got-
editor occasionally for a little bit of it as well.
High
Hey,
consumer.
I know
Oh, no,
I know
I consume
an editor that is pretty good. He's up.
Yeah,
he's-
Oh,
yeah.
no, I've got somebody else in mind. Don't worry.
It-
Sorry,
I'm-
consumer.
I will try to save up some money to high consumer for my Big
No,
Three
but
video
I
because
can-
I really want that one to do
I like
well.
how-
One, I
how
cannot
every
afford
time that we need
consumer,
an editor in for any video, the first name is always consumer.
Yeah.
So,
for
he's
me,
the guy. He's the
number
guy.
one, I straight up just cannot afford consumer, and number two, I don't want to delay the next Scott Pilgrim video, whatever he has coming out next. I don't want to see that.
Scott Pilgrim 3.
No, I'm waiting for that Astro Boy video.
Oh
waiting
yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm just waiting for a video from consumer.
It's coming.
Is the Astro Boy video the next one?
Yeah.
Man, we
Yeah.
are starving right here, man.
Yeah.
We need your content.
Yeah. I think
I'll
Speedy is
put
the
out
only one who's
an
uploaded
entire
full
year's
videos
worth
in the
of
last
video
month.
in one.
I've
And then I'll
uploaded
disappear.
like 3 videos in the last month, which is actually really good.
You're on
considering-
fire, man.
Yeah,
thing is,
I
Okay, so yeah, 3 actual videos plus the plus the best of compilation. That's actually 1 a week.
Yeah, I had
How the hell
the-
can I do that?
You're
I
just
had the
crazy,
whole-
You've got that.
December break
got
and
that
end of
dog in
semester, so I
you,
haven't
man.
I haven't up.
I was
Speedy
about to
did-
say, I'm most surprised about Cheese. Cheese is not uploaded for a minute.
No,
like,
I-
feel like me and anime, it's expected, but for
I had a
Cheese-
really busy December. Like I took the week off in December, and then I've just had the end of semester stuff.
I had 1 video come out in November. That was Gunsmith Cats.
I've been doing the shorts
don't
though, so I've been getting something out, but I just haven't had the time for a full-on video. I'll try and get back on the ball, like upload at least once every 2
You know
weeks,
who's been
hopefully
posting
next
a
year.
lot though?
Yeah.
Bunko,
Not
bro.
me.
Bunko
Ah,
has
yeah,
been
Bunko.
posting tons.
She's been posting tons.
Yeah.
Big
Ra-
poster.
Rage has been
I was
posting a little bit as well. I've seen, right?
Yeah, he's working on
Yeah.
his video. I was actually talking to Bunker one day. She said she
Oh,
may
wow.
write a vlog.
Bunko is at
Ooh.
311 subs now. She's been doing really well.
For her.
Yeah, she's been posting 2 videos this month, and in general, like she's just been speeding up her posting recently.
Bro, she's about to hit that. She's gotta go for her daily poster.
Oh, God. I'm still
I
calling
was
it that eventually Bunko's gonna beat us all.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
100% gonna happen. That's
So
100%
guys,
gonna
when I was
happen.
making the best of compilation, right, I was going through all of my old videos, and oh my fucking god, they're so bad. Like, I didn't think they were bad until like I didn't think they were that bad, but oh my god, they were terrible. I literally made like a joke where I was like, yeah, I'm down with the sickness. 2-second gap cuts to the fucking screaming from the song. I was just like, what the hell was this editing? Oh my, I was paying $7.99 a month for Filmora, and I didn't know how to use it that well.
You were paying for that?
Yes, because
And you still had the logo thing
That's what I'm
appearing in the
No,
video.
no,
It's-
after the first one, I was like,
Okay,
you know
okay,
what,
okay.
I had birthday money
Oh,
time, and then eventually I got a job, so I was able to
Yeah.
sustain it. Then I was like, I don't like editing anymore. I hired an editor, and then my videos got like better for like 10 videos. Then eventually he was like, I'm out, and then I was like, ah,
Peace
shit.
out.
I was like, ah,
You
shit, I got to learn to
Yeah.
edit
for
now.
free, bro.
So I pirated Adobe, and now I'm here. And then now I'm.
Don't say that on the internet. Adobe is gonna come and fucking lynch you.
Exactly. I was
I
like, you
bought- I,
admit to that, bro?
He meant to say that he bought the program and he's
Yep.
very happy that he did. That's what
forgot
he
to-
said.
I bought the program but forgot to pay for it.
Oh my God.
I'm currently in the process of learning DaVinci.
My
Da Vinci's God. He's the
Yeah,
goat.
DaVinci is good. It's just I was really like I like Corals, like the user interface is really nice, but I'm kind of running to the problem like I want to do this thing, but my editor doesn't allow it. And then I recently had the editor crash on me, and I realized that there's no way to recover a project Luckily, it was just a short, so it was just like half an hour worth of editing.
Oh boy.
But
Minor issue.
at that point, I was like, yeah, I probably don't want to do full videos on this anymore.
Exactly.
I am
exactly.
just done with shorts. I don't do them anymore. Like, I used to do them. Just can't be asked to do them.
Why?
anymore. I just don't bother don't bother with them anymore.
Like shorts are good for subs, but they just make no fucking money.
Yeah.
Like
Let's say.
I'd
let
rather
me-
have
let me-
one video just pop off, and then that'll just keep my channel alive for like a few months. Like
Let me
somehow
pull up
this is
my,
still working.
let me pull up some stats. So the short for no, that one doesn't have as many views. I have one that's like, okay, there we go, 16,000 views on a short. My Nichijou one brought in €2.62.
Let's go.
And compare that to Dan, which is currently sitting at 25,000 views. That's €58.53.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Yeah, so it's a short will make less than 10% of what a full length video of the same views gets. So
Just
That's kinda
crank
like-
out 10 shorts a day.
I'm doing 3
Why
shorts a week now,
Watch
and it's
more long-
like basically shorts just don't they make no money, but they're really really good for discoverability. So it's kind of a trade-off.
Huh. Maybe I should try
Fair.
this. I'm not sure yet.
Because like
keeps you in the habit of
making
making
shorts is so fast. Like for me, it takes about, if I already have the script and recording done for a short, it takes about an hour to just finish the whole thing. If I have the clips ready, like
Other things
I've
I
been
wanna talk about for shorts, like just
I
can't
was-
go in like a minute.
I was working on the Mob Psycho. Sorry, I was working the Mob Psycho short before this, and that took me 2 hours because I didn't have the clips for it, and I had to go back and actually find the clips from Mob Psycho. But that's the longest it usually takes for me to make a short. Compare that to like the Dun video took like maybe 40, 50 hours.
Dun, 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 dun.
If I
dun.
actually manage to get a little bit more money as well, I'm gonna start just hire an editor just for the channel, so I can just focus
Yeah.
on just doing my heavy metal channel instead. Because like, I actually had like when I made the Curse of Bin video, I had so much fun making that. So I want to try and bring that back because
Yeah, I would-
You should, man. You should 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would hire a consumer if my channel made enough money.
yeah.
Jeremy.
I want to. My goal for this year though is try and get monetized. Because like
You
like,
get there.
Yeah,
man.
you're in
100.
1,000 subs already. You'll get that
Yeah,
easy.
yeah. I'm only on 1,800 hours. Is the thing, like, and it keeps going down.
Because
Because
it's
all
in
my,
the
all my
name,
old
so you must
videos,
have a
like, they
big
were like
video.
really good. but it's like-
Time to do some hentai videos, Speedy.
I'm
Time to
looking
do some
forward
more
to
hentai
that.
videos.
To be fair, I feel like Speedy, you're like just random manga recs do better. Like when I imagine like what was the one that was initial D with girls or
Oh,
something?
Overrev.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Over Rev and then the Gunsmith girls. I feel like people just love when you just do like random stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
So,
I
yeah. If I
yeah,
actually
my-
enjoy something, I'll probably actually talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't found like
My-
any manga or anime that I enjoy at the moment. Other than
My overall viewing hours have also gone down a bit since I didn't upload in December. I'm at 13,000 hours now.
I haven't checked mine
I'm
in a
at
You're
month.
probably
I'm
1,829.
scared now. I'm scared.
Yeah, like for me it was where is it? So I hit 1,000 subs in January. I think it was like the 1st of January. Actually, I can go and look at this. But it was like a couple of weeks of really poor performance after I hit 1,000 subs, and after that it just went to. After that, like in a week, I went to 6,000 public viewing hours.
I may give another Girls and Panzer video a try. That'll be like my third one now, but I'm not sure.
You could do-
yet.
Especially because
Because I actually like
She
painting
has the
planes
big-
and shit. So
Yeah,
Girls and
so
Panzer
I hit 1,000 subs on the 25th of December is when in the last year is when I hit 1,000 subs.
I thought it was before the new year.
Yeah, it was just before the new year. And then it was, for a bit, I had like really bad video performance. And then there was the whole thing of being super busy with school. And then I just made the Girls and Panzer video. And the Girls and Panzer video alone has like 4,000 public viewing hours, I'm pretty sure. 4,200 on one video. And it's still getting like 50, 60 views a
It'll
day.
be the norm one day.
is it got more chapters?
I fucking wish that was the norm because
one day that will be us, consumer. One day,
Yeah.
that will be us.
like I'd be happy for now. I'd be really happy if I could get the YouTube payout once a month. that would obviously require me
Yeah,
to
you are
upload.
almost there, Cheese, right?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
almost
pretty close there. My current monthly income is. Let me open it up. 53 euros right now.
That's
Nice.
not bad. You can buy a new video game each
Yeah,
month.
it's 70 is the threshold, and obviously, if I would have uploaded another full video that would have done as much as the Dun one, I would be way over that. Like, if I get one video at over like 20,000 views a month, that's more than enough.
Wait,
Dream.
can I order?
That's like the small YouTuber and a YouTuber dream, guy.
Yeah, like my goal for next year. My goal for next year is still to get a video that hits 100,000 views.
Oh, it's probably gonna happen, Cheese. I 100%
Yeah,
believe that's gonna happen.
I'm holding out. I'm mainly holding out hope for that Haiku video or the Big Three video, because both of those are really popular concepts in YouTube in general, and I feel like I came up with a really good name for the Haiku one, and then it's probably gonna do really badly.
You know, you just look for stuff that's like popular at the time too. Like,
Yeah,
good content.
and it's also like now that I've finally figured out when I'm supposed to upload seasonals, I feel like I can start doing a lot better with those.
I may try and do one more car one for the beginning of the year actually, instead of the anime brutal death metal one, because I think I'll just put that for the second channel instead.
Like next season, I'm probably gonna do Apothecary Diaries and Sakamoto Days. I might do Doctor Stone because I was supposed to do a Doctor Stone video fucking ages ago, and something happened. I do like Doctor Stone. It's not. It was better in the earlier seasons when they did more of the sciencey things, but I do like it.
You know
Severe
what?
weather warning, what?
I've decided something. I'm gonna start watching One Piece, and I'm gonna become a One Piece channel.
Do it.
that's what I'm
Do it.
That's the call. The anime.
Honestly, anime, the way you need to do it is you watch an arc and then you talk about that arc in one video.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah,
videos.
that's actually
go
pretty
crazy.
smart. That's actually
That
pretty
that's
I've
I
watched
also
like a million YouTubers do that exact same.
yeah. I also kind of have this idea that I really want to do for some sub goal. I do want to watch Death Note because I still haven't seen Death Note.
Wait, you haven't seen Death? I've watched Death Note. How
I
have
haven't
you
seen
not
Death Note.
Everyone's seen Death Note.
I
don't know,
watch
it's just-
probably that anime, but I've seen Death Note as well. How have
It
you
is
not seen
one of the best animes.
Death Note,
ever.
that's why I'm kind of like, I wanted to do a video on it, and then I was like, I'm gonna save this for some celebration.
Wasn't
Exa-
the
that's
season
actually
two of
pretty
Death Note
smart.
had
That's
the
pretty
intro
smart.
by Maximum the Hormone?
Yes, the second
Yeah.
one. The second one.
Another one that I kind of want to do a video at some point is Evangelion, Neon Genesis.
Ooh, same.
I've watched the original anime of Eva, but I haven't seen all the movies yet.
I still need to watch the last rebuild film.
Same. They say that you only really understand the ending of Evangelion after you watch the last movie, or something.
Yeah, I've
like
heard
Oh,
that
the end
too.
of Ava film.
No. The last one that came out like
And
a
the
few years
rebuild.
ago.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've okay, quick Eva tangent right here. I've watched the original show 3 times.
God
And
damn.
every time I'm like, I get like to the last 4 episodes, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I cannot understand. And then I've started watching the movies. I've watched the first one, then I've watched the end of Ava, and I was like, that's even worse. I have no idea what the fuck is happening. And then I think the last one came out, and everyone is like, yeah, everything is gonna make sense after you watch this one. So you need to watch it. So I'm saving that one for when I want to do a video on it as well.
Yeah.
that's fair. I saw, I think one of the final moments of it, and it looks quite wholesome. So I think.
Animate.
Yeah.
When you come to the UK again? 'Cause remember you were saying it. Like, randomly.
Probably around September, October. When it's gonna be Comic Con next year in
October time.
in the UK.
It's like
Yeah,
October
then
22nd.
I'm coming in October probably.
Cool. So yeah, that's good. That's a video. Me and Anime will go to Comic Con.
It would be cool to go to
It's
Comic
gonna
Con,
be
but I have
us,
no idea what my
getting
job
kicked
situation is
out
going to
of
be at the time.
Comic-Con.
Yep.
I mean, I've been checking.
Try not to get kicked out of Comic Con challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Challenge level impossible.
I may have told you this already, but like in about 2 months, I'm going to London Anime Gaming Con because I got gifted tickets for it, and I'm going to cosplay Kazuma from Konosuba.
You said
Yeah,
you
you
mentioned
told
that
us.
in the
Who's your
previous one.
Megumin? I hope you're not gonna be.
Yeah.
You need to, you
I-
should have dressed up as Megumin.
Jeez,
Me
no,
as
fuck.
Megumi, that would not work.
If you buy me the costume, I'll dress as Megumi.
Oh god. No, actually, Speedy should have dressed up as Aqua in a fully anime accurate outfit.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
no,
No pants.
It will just be like this.
Oh boy.
That would be the try not to get kicked out of Comic Con level impossible.
Just guys, check out this
Bro.
this cool spell I learned.
Gotta make sure no one is behind you when you're walking up the stairs, bro.
Speedy, if you're gonna cosplay Kazuma, you need to have a pair of women's panties in your pocket
Oh,
for the fucking
Oh
steal.
my god.
my cousin was saying you should totally do that, but I'm like,
You should do that.
I do, but I don't.
You just have to be careful because if they call the police again, how the fuck you gonna explain that?
But that is an integral part of Kazuma's character.
I know.
Like, sir, officer, I know
Officer,
how this
was
looks
just
like,
part
but
of
it's
the
not.
thing, okay?
I mean, just get a pair of clean ones and nobody's gonna question it. They might question your sexuality, but that's fine.
It's 2025.
As long as it doesn't look like you've actually gone out to steal someone's panties.
Exactly.
I won't be doing that because I'm going with like originally it was just gonna be like 4 of us. Now there's like 8 or 10 of us going to the same convention.
Ooh.
You should all dress up as.
It's like it's Avengers Assemble of South Asia because everybody's Indian.
You should have all
And
just
then
dressed up as
and then-
Helldivers.
And then there's 2 white guys
That
as
would be
well.
nice.
There was a really cool, like, I think it was in some Comic Con somewhere. There was like a whole group of people dressed up as Helldivers, and it was really cool. They had like a boombox playing the Helldivers anthem, and the first guy was carrying a flag and everything.
Speedy, I
was
had an
at,
idea.
Yeah,
I had an idea for when we do the vlog for when I come to the UK.
yeah.
We go to Comic Con and we try to find fanboy cosplayers.
Oh, no, dude,
Oh,
there
and
there
then
was
you
a
show
ton
them
of
your soul. You're like,
There was
as
a
a guy.
ton of them. There was a metric ton of them. But yeah, when I went to last Comic Con, there was I wish I took a picture of this, but there was a Helldiver, Hulk Hogan, Master Roshi, and then some other character. They were all just sitting on a table, just eating burgers.
Excellent.
I don't know why. I just
That's
found
the
that
magic
so funny.
of Comic Con, Speedy.
Yeah. That was just funny in my eyes.
One thing I do like
and
to
Denji, it was
is
Denji.
yeah, one thing that like people always make really fucking cool Space Marine cosplays, but I would never want to actually dress up as one because moving in one of them seems fucking impossible.
Yeah. It was quite funny though. Comic Con.
Plus, if you do it like in the summer, that thing's gonna be so fucking hot.
I follow this YouTuber who did Judge Dredd in the summer Comic Con in the full fucking biker leathers. And he said that he had a bucket full of sweat in his costume at the end of the day.
Ew.
Like you literally need to wear like a
that scene
I don't know
from My
I
Dress
don't know
Up
the
Darling,
name
wiping
of
the sweat
of the
off.
thing, but it's basically like it's a jacket that you can put ice on it.
Yeah,
That you don't
yeah.
Get like overheated.
yeah,
In Japan,
heat
they have
stroke.
these like air conditioning units. So you could just put like here, and it just blows air up here.
Yeah, you can like in Japan, at least in some of the bigger cosplay events, they have like cool rooms as well because Japanese summer gets a bit hot compared to something like England.
England is just like dry heat. It's unbearable.
When I was in Yamaguchi,
That I like.
when I was in Yamaguchi, it was one of the hottest summers in history. At the point, it was 52 degrees
Damn.
Oh my god.
Celsius,
That's like
not
that's
Fahrenheit.
I remember like 2 years ago, in 2022, it was like the hottest summer ever in the UK. It got to 45 degrees here. It got to the point where actually some houses were straight up just setting on fire because of how hot it was.
Damn.
It was probably people's fucking dodgy electricity because wood burning is like 200 something degrees Celsius.
Probably, but like, I remember I was just sitting in the room, sitting in the like this room. I can't remember what it was
Sitting
called.
in the
Just
room,
shouting at my PlayStation 5 because I was playing Watch Dogs Legion trying to do parkour onto a thing as part of an objective. And my grandma was like, "Why are you shouting? You're gonna pass out." I was like, "Look at this fucking idiot!" Jumps off and just doesn't hit the thing. And she's like, just like that, and just walks off. That's
Oh
one
boy.
memory I have from that. While also drinking like 10 slushies. I drank so much slushie my poo changed colour.
Oh, okay.
We did not need to know that.
TLDR,
It was
TLDR.
an essential part of the story.
TLDR.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So yeah,
Oh, God.
2025. I'm coming to the UK, Speedy. Get
Yay.
ready. We are.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm looking forward to that vlog. Speedy,
Yeah.
by the way, you mentioned you had a hater in one of your vlog videos. What happened to that? Is the guy still commenting hate on your stuff?
I don't know, but like, I love the hate comments anyway because it's just funny.
I told you what you need to say to haters every time that someone comments.
It's
Yeah,
me.
like, I fucked your mom.
Exactly. That's
What's
my
your
answer
number?
to every
No,
hate
every
comment.
time I just get a hate comment, I just put real. That's
No,
it.
it-
Because what are they gonna do? Say real back?
Every time I get a hate comment, I'm like, yeah, okay. Counterpoint, your mom, you know?
And this is why your mom doesn't love you. She loves me more.
Exactly.
oh god.
Oh boy.
Yeah, real trap shit right there.
Oh,
real trap shit.
Brain cells die
Anyways,
every time that we do
so
this.
I'm
podcast.
I'm trying to like lose some last little bit of belly fat that I have now. So yeah, that's.
I actually went to get my body fat percentage measured, and it's not too bad. I thought it was much worse.
I think I got
how,
mine measured in
how
October.
low are you right now? Chief?
I was like, it obviously they're not very accurate, but it's like 18 to 19 ish,
I mean,
which
that's
is not too bad. Like 15 is generally the level at which you get abs.
exactly.
Okay.
But I did get a bit plump after my cutting at the start of the year, so I was figuring that once the year changes, I'll start cutting again. I really need to get back to the rhythm of that I used to do.
Is it here? Ah, it is here. It tells me my body fat percentage. 23.4%. This was in October though.
Yeah, those are like there isn't really like a super accurate way to measure your body fat. I think the most accurate one is the liquid displacement one, but it's like kind of in that ballpark.
Compared to a year before it though, when I first started going to the gym, I was at 24.9%. So I guess that's better.
Yeah.
Honestly, like
Yeah,
the only way to really get your body fat down is with your diet.
Why are you hiding this?
True.
Yeah. Also, wait, I'm looking at my old one again. My BMI was 23.3 and now it's 25.
I have
As of-
no idea
as
how
of last
BMI works.
October. I don't know.
I just know that according to BMI, I am chronically obese.
I am more.
Not chronically, but like
went
morbidly
up, I
obese.
went up also 5.4 kilograms in just weight. So
Have you
I
guys
guess
ever
that's good.
watched my 600-pound life?
Oh
Oh yeah. That's
I love that show. I love that show. It's so
Okay,
fucking
wait.
funny.
My body fat mass went up to 17.7 kg from 17.5. Okay. Just gonna put that away.
But yeah, the whole thing with not BMI, but like body fat measurements is that there just isn't a 100% accurate way to do it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the reason why people measure it is because that is it accurate against itself? Like that's the only like reasonable metric you can get from it. It's kind of in the right ballpark.
I'm trying
I
now
think
to actually like
after
fix
a
my
while,
diet.
when you get yourself into decent shape, you can kind of see, like, you can make a pretty good
Yeah, you can.
like what body percentage you are, or maybe some people are, but
I
like
tried,
you said,
it's-
there is no like 100% method.
Yeah.
that
The,
works
the,
for
the most accurate one is I think is still the fluid displacement one, but those measurements they cost a shit ton of money.
I
True.
actually tried taking a shirtless picture for once of myself, and like, it actually like I was flexing, so like, but it didn't look as bad, but like it was fine, I guess. I'll probably just share it with just anime, just because. Just.
You know what, Bunko, to see it in the group chat.
No.
Yeah, I forgot. Bunko
You
is
guys
in the
sending
group
each other nude
Yeah, that's a bit
Oh,
shirtless pictures.
chat. The only fan needs to start in a way or another.
Oh,
so
God.
that's
Oh, yeah.
how we're gonna do it.
I do need money, so like it's on the table.
toe pictures are the way to
That's
go.
why anime's coming over to the
Exactly. That's exactly.
It's not gonna be just Comic Con. It's gonna be a photo shoot.
You're gonna be like, yeah, okay, Speedy, let's get ready.
Oh fucking hell!
Oh boy.
It would be funny. But yeah.
I opened an OnlyFans for content.
Yeah.
Animates, are you gonna you're hitting the gym,
Yeah.
aren't you now?
Yep, starting in January. Gonna get back in shape as well. Need to.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm starting to look too much like a Discord mod, so I need to get in shape. I need to get.
Now
in
the real
shape.
question is: has Speedy given us mod rights in the podcast Discord? Are we actually Discord mods?
No.
Oh, boy.
Good,
I mean,
good.
I can just give you.
No.
Cheese. You're actually
No.
a mod in one of the other in the anime.
Oh fuck! I am.
server.
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah, you're a mod in the anime YouTuber server.
Excellent.
that
Does
never
anybody
gets
even
used.
post there?
No.
Does anybody
it's
even post
dead.
anything there?
It's all dead.
Yeah.
Like,
nobody
there's so
posts
many
shit.
groups in Discord that I have no idea which one I need to answer sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
I try to go to
the
generic.
group chat is
most of
just
the time.
us lot who are friends, and then we just have the anime YouTubers chat, which is the anime YouTube server, which is just for like anime YouTubers to join and just chill.
Yeah,
Then we
it was
have the
supposed to be
podcast
like a
server.
networking Discord. I'm pretty sure, but
Yeah,
nobody
that's,
says
that's what I
anything there.
made it. That's why I intentionally made it for. But like, other than
So
those
the
people,
one that
nobody else joined.
the generic anime podcast, that's the one with
It-
us,
yeah.
Bunko, Rage, and who else is there? The manga reader, right?
Manga viewer, yeah, that's just a
Yeah.
that's just a group chat. Then we have the actual
Okay, okay.
podcast server, which is what we're filming in now for
I see. I see.
podcast stuff.
Yeah.
And then we have the anime
Professional
YouTubers.
and business conversations.
Bro,
the anime
I'm going in
YouTubers Discord
2025 not knowing how to use Discord.
Speedy makes too many Discords to begin with.
They have their
agree. I
purposes,
agree
okay? Like I
strongly.
have like one
Oh,
server
boy.
also sending stuff to myself as well from my phone because I don't want to keep everything on my phone. I'd rather just keep it on Discord because it's just easier to access. Because Android phone
Yeah.
iPhone to Windows
yeah.
isn't compatible. So I wasn't like,
January,
getting a
I'm
Mac.
going to the
but then I
gym.
realized, oh, yeah, it's
Me
a
and
MacBook.
Consumer have made a deal that he's gonna be my trend pusher. So
Yes.
Yeah.
he's gonna. True. I'm gonna get big naturally just by eating chicken and rice. You know.
Yeah,
that-
And
Josh.
liver,
Oh,
and
actually-
liver, and liver, and liver.
and liver, of course, of course. And, how can I forget? And bull testicles, of course. You need.
Oh,
to
yeah,
have
yeah,
the
yeah.
testicles.
And
I
what's
just
what's the
imagine-
fucking
I just
what's
randomly thought anime just sneaking behind a bull and just going, ha!
Oh, ew.
what's who's the scam guy who does the fucking paleo diet
The
bodybuilder
Liver
shit?
King, right?
Liver King, yeah, that guy. Bro is clear, not on any drugs, no.
That's
I'm
what
not
I'm
on
gonna do from
drugs.
now on.
I
I'm
eat
gonna
cow
become
testicles.
fucking huge, and then I'm gonna tell people, yeah, all naturally. You just need to buy my
Yeah.
stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Anime,
That's
you're
where you're gonna
Italian.
get
You're
it.
Italian. You'd say you ate spaghetti.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You just
All
need to buy my
natural,
spaghetti
because
sauce,
spaghetti.
and that's
No
how you
carb,
get big.
No
Yeah.
protein.
Oh boy.
Eat spaghetti and fuck them boys. That's how you get rich.
Exactly. Exactly.
Fucking hell.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, me and Anime were working on another song as well for the band.
Ooh, what is it about?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
No, never mind then.
It's about Shadow the Hedgehog's Okay, we have like 5 or 6 songs, but this one's about Shadow the Hedgehog's origin
Yeah.
story. It's meant to be like emo, depressing song.
But we should probably start calling the podcast soon because I need to start heading to the gym before my gym closes. It's already.
Alright,
Why did your
alright.
gym close? Mine's 24 hours.
I go to the nearby gym, which is at the swimming pool, so they have to clean the swimming pool during the nights and shit.
I see.
Oh,
I see.
And
sorry.
it's already 6:15 in the evening here. It's very dark outside.
It's actually
In-
quite cold. It's moderately dark out here.
Yeah, in 6 months we basically have like 2 hours of darkness.
Damn.
Jeez.
Welcome to Nordic summer.
How do
You
you
mean 2
sleep?
hours of lightness?
How do you sleep? Do you just have blackout curtains?
No, I just close my eyes.
Or is it the sun is out all the time? I'm sure.
Yeah, the sun is during the night. We have like during the winter we have like a couple of hours of sunlight, and during the summer we have a couple of hours of darkness.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
What's the couple of
That-
hours of
I
darkness
like
on like
up to
average?
nowhere
Like
near
3 or 4
severe.
hours or something?
It's like pitch black. We don't really even get pitch black.
Huh.
And if you went a little bit further north, you actually get to an area where the sun just doesn't set at all.
That stuff
Oh.
is crazy though.
That's great.
It is really cool, and I really like the Finnish summer.
I didn't like it because when I was back home, because the sun only sets around like after like 10 p.m. Kids will still just be out. Kids will genuinely just still be out. So it'll be 10 p.m. I'm trying to go to bed. I can just hear kids just like. playing. I was like, "Shut up."
In here,
Wait,
it's like
where? Wait, can you
the
go
sun's like
Oh,
during the summer, the sun sets around like 1:30 at night.
Wait, so, sorry, because I didn't hear. Where were you saying the sun stays out until 10?
here, where I stay, or at least
What,
where I used to live. I'm
Oh,
not doxing
Scotland.
myself. Yeah,
Scotland.
I used to live in
Scotland?
the northeast. I used to live in the
Consumer,
northeast.
could you tell us your address?
Yeah, not the dog.
Oh yeah. Speaking of
49.
addresses, me and Animate sent each other presents.
what did you
Yeah,
send?
Every time that you say something like that,
That's
it
what I'm
just
saying.
makes it look
You
like we are a
voted, right?
couple.
You
Speedy.
voted.
Shit now, I don't care. I don't care.
I do kind of want to do a podcast special where we all go far enough north that you guys can see the midnight sun.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. That would be
Replicate that scene from
Like-
Cyberpunk.
Like I have a friend I have a friend who lives really far up north, and they have like I think it's like a month of no sunset.
That's awful.
Damn,
Damn.
You get used to
that's
it.
crazy. What?
It does also mean that during the winter they have a month where the sun just doesn't rise.
Oh, that's amazing.
Just eternal darkness, bro. That
Yep.
would be scary.
Yeah.
That's
There's a-
actually so fucking cool.
There's a TikToker from
black metal
Svalbard, I think, who but they have like
Eternal
3 months of
darkness.
darkness.
New black metal band name Eternal Darkness.
I
Actually,
have a
let
feeling
me
that that's
save
already
that
taken.
one. Let me save that
Yeah.
one. I'm gonna probably use it for something.
But yeah, it's funny if you go far enough north or far enough south that starts happening.
Wonderful.
Alright.
But no, we need to end the podcast because I do need to go to
Also,
the gym.
right
Yeah,
before
I'll
we
go to
wrap
the gym as
up,
well.
I'm guessing it's quite big.
It's
How-
an
how
hour and
far are
54
we
minutes
to?
long, this episode. This is our
That's not
longest
bad.
episode, I think.
It's
Yay.
no wait, an hour and 45. No, I think we've done longer.
Uh,
We-
no,
we
this is an
recorded a
hour and
longer one, but-
54 minutes.
We recorded a longer one, but we split that in two.
We can just
Yeah.
leave this as one, see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it long, see what happens.
All right.
Generic
So
anime
thanks to
podcast.
everyone who has watched this episode. Thanks for
Ain't nobody
being a
missed.
part of this small but very loving community. And if you did enjoy
Love
it, yeah, love exactly. When we turn off the cameras, we all start kissing each other. By the
Yep.
way, that's-
We're actually
yeah.
sitting in the same room.
Yeah, we are. But if I
But
reach
yeah,
my hand over
that
this
was
way, it goes on
another
animated
episode
bu-
of the Generic Anime Podcast. Thanks again for watching, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye,
This is our
Queen
longest
Way.
episode. We beat out Bunko's episode. Bunko's
Oh.
episode is 1 hour 37. This one was 1 hour 55. So
Bye.
goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye, Queen.